shit is good.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, that stuff hit different today. And honestly, even the 90s movies, which is going to be a topic, aging gracefully.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I was like, damn, this is really hitting. Like, it just had a splash of it, too.
Oh, Garrison starting. He's doing his rollout.
Oh, rollout.
Well, you know, I still wish we caught that on camera, but we were talking about just getting more emotional about movies that we saw as a kid and just rewatching as an adult, how it just hits a little harder. And, you know, Causey mentioned if you don't cry during a movie, then you're not in touch with your feelings.
Causey said if you don't cry during movies, you're a sociopath.
Exactly.
Hey, man, I cry. Real niggas cry. It's all right.
Yeah. But anywho, we back. Welcome to the G Talk Podcast, episode 209.
209.
This shit crazy because it feels like
holy fuck.
I had a hiatus for like a month, and now I'm just pumping them out like it's the old days.
Like it's the old days.
The old days.
This is where you drop "Pump It Up" by Joe Budden.
I remember when I first started. Bro, I did 2 pods a week.
Yeah, 2 pods a week.
Like a maniac.
Yeah.
How'd I do that?
I don't know, man.
How did I get people to come twice? Like, oh damn, that sound bad.
Because they believe.
Whoa, pause.
Pause.
We're off to a great start.
Let's get it.
But gathering people twice a week.
And niggas was eager to participate.
Yeah.
But do you remember that early on? If you put a mic in front of like the wrong person,
it was gonna go bad.
They would commandeer a fucking show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Niggas would get loud on that bitch, get to keeping that tone. Like, oh my God, get off the mic. Get this nigga off the mic.
I'm glad my pod doesn't have that sticking to him. Because, you know, it was a point in time where it was a bunch of male toxic pods of just bashing folks. And I'm glad this pod got range. You know, we talk about the news week, and then we talk about what's your favorite position. You know, like it's crazy.
That is one thing. Yeah.
But we have range. And just the journey has been 5 years.
It's been a great podcast for the young adult.
Yeah, and that's
it's grown with you.
Exactly, and that's the beauty of it too, because the pod has actually matured as it should. But back in the day, it was some wild shit. But now it's more, conservative, and it's just interesting listening back on certain things, because we have pods when the pandemic first started, and hearing our real deal reactions to it, that is hilarious. Looking back,
niggas being scared of the pandemic.
Niggas always all gonna die.
And
I'd go back, honestly.
I used to journal.
No, lock this motherfucker down.
I'd go back.
I loved the pandemic.
I used to journal before I did podcasts, and I look back at journal entries and I'm just thinking, damn,
who am I?
Oh my God, my journal is so embarrassing.
Shit. Jesus.
Publish that bullshit.
I slick might need to put that in my will, like, hey, do not read this out loud.
Burn on sight.
Burn, please. But anywho,
with my last breath, I said, burn it all.
Burn them all.
We got a special guest to return. You might know her as as Miss Fiasco. You might know her as
Still cutting up. The
Dreadlock Queen, formerly.
The retired Rasta.
The retired Rasta.
AKA.
Still twisting, still burning.
We got the 6'2".
AKA.
In your forces.
Maya in the building. What's going on, Maya? Welcome back.
What it do, baby?
Welcome back.
What
and of course, do, baby? You heard his voice. You got the Academy Award. No, the part of the Academy now.
You gotta hit it with the.
I hate y'all so much.
Pardon me.
Yes, the Academy.
We have the Grammy affiliated Justin Causey.
Sparklers, gunshots, all the things.
And we have a silent guest, but she might join. We'll see. Because one thing I noticed about a podcast, it's hard for people to sit back and just listen, because especially on certain topics, like, no, that ain't, they like to jump in and stuff. So
mics come out.
So we gonna see. We might add a fourth mic, but we gonna see. But but yeah, we here on a Sunday. Summer is officially started, right, Maya?
It has officially started.
It's hot as hell. It's thick as fuck outside.
Yeah, it's June 30th. Man, June has somewhere to go.
Man.
Hey, June got
I could have pay rent yesterday.
Literally.
Hey, time start flying when like you got bills.
And you remember, bro, when it was summer and you was like, bet I got 3 months to myself.
None of that.
And now it's just like, this shit is just going.
it's hilarious when people ask me, "Yo, what you doing this summer?" I'm like, "The fuck you talking about?"
What you mean, nigga? I'm going to work.
I'm going to work. The fuck you talking about?
You sound silly.
Like you at like
Ain't no break.
I look like a teacher. I ain't a teacher.
But I found out teachers, depending on their contract, they don't get paid during the summer.
No, not at all.
You can defer your check to get a little bit of a check through the summer, but it's still not enough to live off of.
But I know teachers who do like little summer programs. They teach for like a month and, you know.
Do some summer school, do a summer camp.
That's why I fuck with all my teacher homies.
Yeah, shout out to all the educators out there because I commend y'all.
Because fuck these kids.
I couldn't do it.
Ooh, Lord.
I couldn't do it, but, you know.
Words of Michael Jordan. Fuck them kids.
All right, well, let's jump to the news week. So
the joke that is America.
Yeah, so the presidential debate happened this past Thursday. You had President Joe Biden versus former President Donald Trump. It was on CNN. It was in Atlanta, Georgia, and there wasn't a crowd there. It was just them two, and forget the moderators. Well, if you can call them that, because they kind of did a bad job moderating.
Terrible moderator.
But yeah, it was very intimate and
irrelevant.
Performance-wise, I mean, you know, Joe Biden, he sounded very raspy. He had a few moments where he kind of forgot. But, you know, overall, he still answered the questions for the most part. But Trump, you know, he put on the show. He seemed more charismatic. Mm-hmm. But he was lying a lot. Like, oh, my goodness. Like, so what are you going to do about immigration? Well, you know, under his presidential campaign, you know, he let all the you know, he just said something so super random.
He did the Trump.
Man is a habitual liar.
But, you know.
Deflect and attack. Deflect and attack. A
debate is a debate. You know, people are worried about, like, Biden's age. But, I mean, all the presidents are, like, old white guys. So, I mean, he's not the first. And Trump is only 3 years younger than him. Only 3 years. So they're both geriatric.
I was about to say they're both dying. They're both
geriatric
dying.
to say the least, because who knows what Trump is doing behind the scenes to keep him looking the way he is, because I'm sure it's taking a little work. But, you know, it was funny to say the least, but, you know, I'm sure they're going to have a few more debates coming up. But, you know, I'll just leave y'all with this. You know, we're not voting for just one person. We're voting for their administration as well. So, you know, choose whoever you want to choose, but just apathy is not going to help this time. Like, choosing not to do something is not the solution. Like, we need to do something about this.
We're fucked.
We're fucked. We're fucked in the butt. Fucked.
Yeah, I
mean, either we go back to what we had beforehand with a crazy ass, racist ass, just raging sociopath, literally. Or we just go with an old geriatric senile
and a changing of the guards.
You feel
neither
me?
Of these options are my issue. Is neither of these options are good for national security. Yeah. Having a man of this age at neither of their calibers is a good idea. We look weak as fuck. The conversation on the wealth gaps and all this money owed in taxes and whose fault that is. My word to the American people is turn off your federal taxes.
Niggas owe money in taxes because of how much money the government gave out
in taxes.
Yes.
And what, the Pentagon lost like $6 trillion again this year?
Listen, money is
of unaccounted money. So no, if y'all, my issue is at the current standing of this nation, at the expense of the American people, there is actually nothing you can do but not to participate.
Yeah.
So things like turning off your taxes, and I get the push to vote against something. Either way, you vote for something. To not vote is to still cast a vote.
Yep.
I totally agree with that notion.
Yeah.
And I probably will still cast my vote in the Democratic direction, only because I don't want to see a Trump administration again.
Yeah.
But either way, we're ass fucked, and there is no hope or resolution. Nothing about that debate gave a resolution. We went back and forth on who did what and whose fault it is that we're in this situation, but no one had a resolution.
I ain't even watched the debate because
and all the argument about like the rich people paying taxes and tax breaks. I'm just not going to pay the taxes then.
I didn't even know the debate was going on.
I don't agree with your war in Gaza. I think it's genocide. I'm not going to pay you. If the Pentagon, this is national security, if the Pentagon can lose that kind of money, which is the lost money is just in paid contracts for kill, pretty much. In running other governments around the world that they're like, hey, we can't tell you what we spent that on.
Yep.
Call the spade a spade. It's not a conspiracy. It's just a fact.
We can't
I don't
tell
support
you
it.
that we drop bombs on people.
We can't tell you that. So if they get to just tell you, oops, I lost it, then I lost it. And I changed my tax withholding, and I just don't support it because I don't think that anything about this is a representation of the people, and taxation without representation is completely illegal.
Yep.
I don't think that even at the national or the local levels, I'm not seeing anything major happen.
Yep.
So I'm not going to vote top down just to be further oppressed. And I'm not going to, like, I know years past I've been like, we have to leave. Everyone expat with me now. I still live here. So, you know what I mean? Like,
Shit
it's
ain't
not
changed.
that.
Yeah.
But I do think that from an intellectual standpoint, what can you do? Withdraw your support.
Yeah, that's
And your
it.
taxes are a huge donation to your support.
Yep.
Yep.
So if you turn off your tax withholding, it's already July. By the time you hear this, it'll be July.
Yep.
So if you turn off your withholdings for the end of the year, call your accountant. But if you adjust before your W-2 runs, you'll break even.
You'll be
Given
surprised.
you don't have several million children.
You'll be
and own
surprised
several
how many
businesses.
folks don't know they can do that.
You can just pull up your W-2, turn that motherfucker off. I still pay my 401k aggressively. But I don't pay that extra $200 fucking dollars
For no reason.
to federal taxes. For Medicare's, I'm not finna get.
And Social
For
Security.
Social Security's, I'm not finna get.
Yep.
Would you just have the whole conversation about what's not available because of your deficit? And
Yep.
both of y'all gonna die on the job? If I die on the job, the fuck? I'm not doing this. I'm just not doing it. Sorry,
And
Garrison.
It's
I'm
crazy
not
because
doing
like
it.
Social Security wasn't even designed to really pay out.
No.
Because when it was designed back in the 30s under FDR, it was insurance against living too long.
It was a relief.
It was
Because I
built as a
think
cushion.
I think the life expectancy back then was like 60,
If that.
but you couldn't get benefits till like either 61 or 62.
Yeah.
If you made it past literally what we expected you to do, hey, we got a little something for you.
Yes.
It's a winning prize.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
we're racing to
Bro.
what is a collection day.
Yep.
Think about it.
That's not how this was intended to work.
These folks is living longer.
As hell.
And when you really think about it, because it's everyone gets it. So even the ultra rich people,
Get it.
they getting, and it's like a average of your wages. So
Mm-hmm.
imagine someone who makes a lot of money in their lifespan. They can imagine getting like 6 bands a month
Exactly.
Off Social Security.
off Social Security. And I even saw this. It was this clip of this guy. He was very fluent. He was like, "Man, look, man. Like, yeah, I get Social Security, but I don't need it."
Yeah.
He's like, it could be going elsewhere, but I still receive it. But he's just like,
Because
And that's wild to say you don't need Social Security
I mean,
no.
I'm telling
When
you,
there's
like,
people that are living
off of it.
yeah,
from the first to the
Because-
fifth, they're dead.
because
if
Social
this shit
Security
don't show up.
is a supplement.
It's a supplement.
It's
Yeah,
not
it's a
meant to
cushion.
be your primary.
No.
Yes.
But yes, you have a lot of people who living off Social
They're
Security.
living off their Social Security. And what
Yeah.
is that? That's a working class of people that you've disenfranchised until they got so fucking old and they could not work.
Yep.
There's no way you see the age of people working. Why are you still working? You
So,
can't afford to live.
If you get retired and then go
the
work
current
at
retirement
Walmart,
age,
Yes, you can't live.
the current retirement age is 67 and 8 months.
That's nuts.
That's
I'm not doing
67 and
that.
8 months.
Yeah, that's the full retirement age.
When you
My
consider,
mom's about to retire and she's in her 60s.
see,
Yeah.
You
Jackie
feel me?
retired a couple years ago.
But the reason why my mom gets retired is because student loans got forgiven. And if student loans didn't get forgiven, niggas was going to keep working. You feel me?
But who did that though?
I'm not paying that either.
JB.
You feel me? That's why I fuck with them because my
JB.
student loans got forgiven. You feel me? So I was like, all right, cool.
Got a slice of them for
Yeah,
you,
you know?
but it wasn't all of them.
No,
But,
but hey, we Gucci.
I ain't mad at it.
But yeah.
But
it's-
even something like that, if there was a presidential candidate right now that was actually offering some type of relief to the middle class, you see us drowning.
Yeah.
yeah.
Come on. You see us drowning. And if you can get on TV and say, we've got $33 trillion in debt, and you mad at my little 80K, wipe this shit.
Yeah.
Wipe this shit. Give American people a fighting chance at a future. Because right now, if you run my income to debt ratio, I won't qualify for a home.
Well, that's a whole different.
Yeah.
That's a
that's-
whole different ballpark. But that's what I'm saying. You're
Yeah.
doing this shit on purpose. And you want to talk about why you won't tax the rich. I don't give a fuck about the rich.
Because they did that 4 years prior.
The rich are going to stay where they are. They
Yeah.
have the cushion too. But what you've done now is move the bar for the middleman to make any progress. Give me a fighting chance. You got my hands behind my back and I'm blindfolded. That's not fair. That's not fair. I'm getting my ass whooped.
Anything else for you? Move to the next topic.
Fuck the president.
Fuck them. Boston Tea Party.
Shout out to JB.
Gotta
Speaking
look at
of-
the finance guy. He's so responsible.
We did it, Joe.
Speaking of
Where that bitch been?
Where do you think she be at? Kamala don't be doing
At the
shit.
hair store. Cause damn.
I mean, but to be fair, I'm gonna shoot some bell. Most VPs don't do shit. Most VPs don't do shit.
I will give you that much. They don't do shit, but at least they're visible.
She been visible.
She's been doing commencement speeches.
Recently,
Yeah.
she only showed up this spring.
I mean,
She ain't been nowhere for 3 years.
Well, she been doing a thing now.
I mean,
Come
at least
on
when
now.
Joe was he was eating some ice cream cones.
But see, you know what?
Pence was some places making people mad.
I think we fell in love with like the Obama and Joe like love story or whatever.
Wasn't it a great time?
Cause like they just look like they were just best of friends.
Come
Like,
on, having a good time, walking their dogs, getting
My
ice cream
niggas.
cones.
And we ate this shit up.
The
reading books to
political
kids.
Tommy and Ghost.
Look, it was great.
Previously on Weaker.
Okay, so I will ask one question though, because right now, if either of them win, they're liable to die. This is fair, and I mean, you know,
Listen,
4 years time. If you're 80, 4 years time, you're pushing it.
Would you
You're
rather
pushing
have
it.
Kamala?
Who is going to show up behind that? Did he declare his running mate? Who was Trump's running
not
mate?
yet. He hasn't.
That's what I was
But,
saying. I'm
okay.
gonna take it back. Like, would you rather
I
have
will
keep Kamala? Is
or would
Kamala
you-
staying?
Or would you keep Mike Pence?
She is. She
She is staying,
Yeah,
right?
she's on the ticket. Yeah.
Is that?
she on the
Do
ticket.
you really want her to be your
But
president?
okay, well, hold up. Once again, like I said,
Terrified.
hold on.
Over Pence, fuck yeah.
Once again, we're not just voting for Joe, but we're voting for all his people. So I would rather deal with because
Voting for the gang.
they gonna figure out if JB pass away,
Come on, pass away. You so southern.
they're gonna
gonna pass
figure
away.
out,
A succession there. Okay.
Yep.
But I'd rather deal with his people versus
Okay, then Trump's. That's
because
a fair thing.
because the only thing is just that he be putting like he literally is like the person who hires cousin to be like, yo, do this shit. Because why was
not mad at that.
what's my man name black dude who's under his administration
the hard thoracic dude,
what's his name
Carlson.
Carlson
Kaysen.
No,
Carlson.
no.
That goofy ass nigga, the heart surgeon that became not
I
what his
remember.
job should have been.
Ben Carson.
Ben Carson.
Carson.
Yes.
Why was he over housing?
Because he's got the heart for it.
Like
He got the heart for it.
Got the heart for
We got a nigga in there.
Fuck
We got a
but
nigga
you
in
know what I'm
there.
saying?
They could
Like,
have called me.
do you know, right?
I want to see.
Exactly.
I really want to see some like regular appointments.
Yeah.
But that's the
I
thing.
want you to be so for real about this. Like, if you're going to enact some kind of change, you're going to have to introduce some radical thought. And at no point is someone who's already been serving as judge a good appointment to Supreme Court. They've already been doing it. They've served the status quo. I want you to go get
niggas
the
old as
principal of like the lean on me school.
Yeah.
Pro con.
And make it right.
Principal
and make that
Pro-Con.
nigga the Supreme Court justice.
Batman for sure.
I want you to
I want you to
get-
go to the hood, find your local community organizer.
You see what I'm saying?
And throw this nigga in there and be like, hey,
I
But-
want you to be the urban development planner.
put Jamel Gooch
See?
in as urban development.
I want to see that.
But
I want, you know what I mean though?
so just for I'll rather deal with Biden's people because I know they are at least qualified to do the job.
Okay.
At least.
Other than Trump's people where you like, hey, they racist.
Well, no. I mean,
And it's just a bunch of familial,
also he literally
appointments.
just has like appointed people who just
For homies.
ain't qualified.
I
Now,
really
that
think,
much is a reason enough to vote.
but I
Because
think the
there's a lot of
appointed people
chairs
are
available
also
right
people
now.
that he has in his pocket or he owes hella shit to.
Mm-hmm.
But
You
once
feel
again,
me?
like why?
That's why they were in position. Like, oh, I owed you. I had to scratch your back. You
Yeah.
got me here. I
And
got to
we
fill
don't-
it
we
in.
don't-
But
don't
now
need
we
that.
serve somebody else's agenda.
Exactly. Yeah. So once again, it's not about Joe. It's about his people.
So that's fair. And do listen to
About
Garrison.
people.
Don't listen to us. I have a bad attitude.
Because
I
I'm
don't give
telling
a
you.
fuck about politics.
And also, I will lead this too. If your boy Trump was so good, how come he didn't win twice?
He set that bitch on fire.
I'm just saying though.
Because
Like,
that nigga was in there
If it
with
was
the
so great-
January Sixers.
Wasn't that a day? Man.
I was at work
that
He was in
so
there with the
watching
Sixers.
this shit. Like, look at these niggas.
Look at these. We was talking about going
That
viral
shit
early
was
on.
amazing.
That was the one time I went viral because I said I went viral with a tweet of them attacking the Capitol on January 6th, and I was like, "Who climbing the wall now?" And that bitch took off, and it was just nothing but white people climbing the side of the Capitol.
Look at these thugs.
Nah, they walk, bro. That video still makes me laugh. Ain't nothing in there. Don't worry about it.
Hey man, ain't nothing going on in there.
Ain't nothing going on in there. Niggas was on a field trip to the
Hey,
Capitol.
niggas still getting hemmed up from like today. From
I
that shit.
love it. I love it.
10 years, 15, 8. I'm just
As
like,
they
oh shit.
should.
You thought shit was
Yeah,
sweet.
because that's a crime. Like
A big crime.
you can't do that.
A big crime.
But speaking of presidents, TSU has announced their interim president.
I'm pretty excited about this.
Interim.
So it is Dr. Ronald A. Johnson. He will serve as the interim president.
Where he coming
Tennessee
from?
State. He comes from Kentucky State, but he was the former president of Clark, Atlanta.
Clark. He got my nod when he sat on the White House Advisory Board. For
Oh, yeah.
HBCUs. Yeah, I was like, okay, touche, big fella.
Under whose administration?
Is he affiliated with anything?
Don't ask me that.
He affiliated with anything?
Yeah, what's his Greek?
Yeah, what's his
fraternity?
Greek?
Let's see.
We know the nigga got letters. What's his letters?
We already know what Glenda did for the AKAs while she was over there.
Let's get some sigmas in this thing.
Their account was motherfucking billions.
She was good for business. I give you that much.
Yep.
She was good for
Hey,
business.
listen. 174 times 1,700.
Nigga.
Do the math.
I'm telling you.
Do the math.
Do the math.
And they did that shit multiple times.
And that's one score.
Yeah.
You don't have to be an accountant to do that, man.
Let's really talk about it.
That's like 300 some bands.
Yeah.
Guapa.
Let's see. Where is he?
I gave him the quick once over. I saw Clark, Atlanta.
Man, he's a former president and chief investment officer at Smith Graham and Company, where he managed $3 billion.
Yeah, something about big money. Saw that.
Okay, so he'll
thought
be
you
able to
would
handle
like
our funds at the school.
Man, it sound like he a noob. He got to be.
Oh, well, then y'all might be in there.
If we in there, it's a wrap.
Alpha Theta might actually do something.
It doesn't say his Greek affiliation, but I'm sure someone will find
He just
out.
gonna pop out on campus.
But like,
Sometimes you got to pop out and show me.
Yeah.
It's facts.
You know what he'll do? He'll put it on his tie.
Yeah.
He'll
It'd be
run his
very
presidential
subtle.
picture.
That's
He'll
true.
do the interim like a
That's
banner.
true. That's
You
true.
going to tnstate.edu.
It'd be very subtle.
He'll show us subtly.
Oh.
Or, he might pull up and you'll see like the Capitol license plate. He'll be like, all right.
He's on the tag. It's on the tie, the tags, or the lapel pin.
Yep.
We'll find you. We'll find you, big dog. Don't worry.
But yeah, so
You say he's a Kappa?
I don't know.
You want to put money on Kappa?
I'm a bet he's a Kappa because he's very accomplished and he achieves a lot.
He's very
And he's an
accomplished.
achiever.
We're
He's an
about
achiever.
achievement. We're about achievement.
Good shirt. Good shirt right there.
Yeah, Wilt being about motherfucking
I'm not mad at it.
achievement.
Oh yeah.
Let me see the
He's
footage
smart,
of the
man. He
100-point
giving me
game.
Sigma vibes. I won't lie. When I first saw him, he's
you
giving me
feel me?
Sigma vibes.
So speaking of, I had this shirt on. I went to Publix to get a sub earlier, and it's this old guy who I know who we used to have the same barber, but I left the barber. But anyway,
That's how I know you've been old for years.
But anyway, he saw my shirt. He said, "Oh, you got the Wilt Chamberlain,"
break.
and he said, "I listened to that game on the radio."
Oh,
I
shit.
said, "Oh shit!
Wow.
that's fucking history." Because dude, like 70.
I said, oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's fucking history.
But he said, "I listened," because like I said, "Do you believe it?"
Yeah.
Because some people don't believe it.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't televised. But he said, "I listened to that game," because he's from Philly.
Wow.
So he really was. He's like, I listened to it on air.
Yeah.
That
And he was
dope as
like,
fuck.
that nigga scored 100 points.
Can you pass me a Reese's, please?
This spot is not sponsored by Reese's, but Reese's, holla at your boy.
So
Sponsor me, baby.
a quick little story about Reese's. I used to didn't like peanut butter.
Nigga, I love peanut butter and chocolate.
But shout out to my boy Kenny. Back in the day, that nigga loved Reese's. I'm like, yo, let me try one because he kept eating them hoes. And
This?
when I tell you,
When I tell you,
Change the game.
this is the perfect like it sounds cliche, but it's the perfect
it's the
mix
perfect.
of chocolate and peanut butter. And I don't even like sweets like that, but this shit right here,
Another history fact. Most of your candy comes behind the Great Depression. They're trying to find cheap ways to get you some food and some gumption to keep working.
Give us some facts,
Things
Maya.
like nickel chocolate bars.
Yep.
But peanut butter shows up as a high protein solution for mental hospitals and like nursing homes and shit. So they're trying to double down on like saving on chocolate
Yep.
and getting you some like fillingness. The Reese's Cup.
So I also heard this too about food because food is actually very interesting. Food has a lot of historical context.
Yep.
Right.
So,
But a lot of the reason why older black folks like the what is it, the butter pecan or
Ice cream?
No,
Yeah.
the ice cream. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's black as hell.
that's black as hell.
because they weren't allowed to eat vanilla.
Butter pecan
Yeah,
ice
so
cream.
niggas had to make it.
Had to make pecan ice cream.
That shit crazy.
Same reason why we love them little butter pecan. What you call it? The little
Food history is
pocket,
really fun.
little pocket candy
Yeah.
that your grandma used to keep in her pocketbook. Same reason, because of that sweetness.
Good shit.
So the best church candy was that strawberry shit.
Go off.
Oh shit!
Triple platinum.
Ooh,
That bitch ain't never missed.
shit
Especially-
lasted for years.
Especially when you're hungry.
Oh,
You find that bitch at the bottom of the purse or the
that
pocketbook.
and the green peppermints.
Man, The green ones go
That was
triple platinum
that was
too.
dinner and dessert right there.
But the goddamn strawberry, where it's hard at first, but then after a while, that gooey center.
And if you can be patient and wait on the Lord, when you arrive at this gooey center, hiya.
I used to pop one in at the beginning of Pastor Booth's prayer at the
You got
end
45 minutes.
because I knew this prayer was going to be about 40 to 45 minutes. And by the time he got to that amen, that little gooey part hit.
that crunch. Because if you crack that bitch too loud, and my grandmama heard you just crack that,
Yep.
give it to me.
Yep. It's over with.
Damn.
You done lost
You
it.
can't have nothing.
Nope.
It's a wrap.
And don't be rolling it around your mouth, trying to rush it. Sit it in there.
My grandmother was my Sunday school teacher and my choir director. And my grandmother.
Bro, that strawberry candy was a metaphor for life.
It was.
Just be patient.
That will preach. That strawberry candy will preach, okay?
Be patient.
Just be
Hiya.
patient. You're going to get to it.
And if you renew,
Good things will come when you wait.
hiya,
Yes, Lord.
You know, things might be hard at first.
mount up on them wings.
Well, things might be hard, right?
Yes.
But then you get to the soft life.
Persist.
Preach on, preacher.
Persist.
Hello?
Preach on, preacher.
Gunshots.
Well,
Gunshots. That'll shout. I ain't mad at it.
can I get a witness?
Can I?
It'd be funny when preachers.
Never would have made it.
Hey!
Hey, it'd be funny when preachers be
Without the
like,
strawberry candy.
"Hey, preachers be like, y'all not hearing me,"
Y'all not with me?
and
Did
they'll be
you
like,
get
"Yeah."
what I
yeah.
said?
And then the organ play in the background.
Come on.
Beep, beep, ba-do-do-do-do-boop.
Hiya. I'm gonna take off every time. I feel a run in the room.
So Bronny got drafted to the Lakers.
I love it.
Bro, okay.
I've been seeing the jokes. That shit is fucking
The jokes are superior.
hilarious.
I'm not mad because I love black nepotism.
Oh, yeah, it is.
When do we ever get a chance to do this?
Nigga, we talking about the number one pick. We talking about a nigga that had so much pressure on him from 16 years old.
Yes.
And then he made it to the league from high school.
Yes.
Then went and motherfucking not only won a took a franchise to the playoffs and then was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna come back, I'll win another one. No, I'm not worried about it. We got a nigga that was able to deal with the scrutiny of everybody, never had a problem, never had any run-in with the law, had his same wife since he was in high school, had a black family.
This is a spectacular.
This is a nigga that literally has crushed every single, like,
He's doing Jesus things.
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
And then his son got to the league.
The
It's like,
nigga's
nigga, come on. Like, I got the door open. Let's go.
I was a little nervous though a couple months ago when him and
nigga
Savannah
had a
had
heart
like a
attack?
little spat,
Oh.
and like Savannah talking about I'm outside this. I'm thinking like, oh shit.
Oh.
Like Savannah about to get on podcast. I'm like, oh shit.
That was my favorite when it was
Oh my
LeBron
God,
on the side
shit.
with Jenny Buss. First of all, happy International
First
Women's
of all, happy Women's
Month.
Day.
I want to let y'all know.
Oh, you supporting the girls now?
Yeah.
Don't get in trouble,
LeBron was
Bron.
caught in 4K.
Yeah,
was.
caught in 4K.
It
4K.
was. And I really love that moment though, because she never got fully messy.
No.
All she said was, "Don't get me started."
Yeah.
Yes. And I was thinking like, damn, like, you know,
And I mean,
'cause-
every bad bitch that's waiting to get locked down, we were all like,
But what I love about Savannah and what I've loved about LeBron is like when you see these basketball players, they've been passing around the same girls.
Yep.
It's been the same Instagram influencers.
I'm glad
it's been the same
I'm glad
bitches.
Savannah was black too.
And I'm glad Savannah and Braun have been high school sweethearts.
Yeah.
This nigga has been holding her down.
She fine too.
she's been holding him down.
Since high school, you feel me? And then she's out here, she's just doing. You don't know what Savannah does.
You don't know.
You don't.
You don't know what her job occupation is.
Don't know.
You don't know anything other than, hey,
She pops out and shows niggas.
she handles her job. This nigga got 3 great kids. She's taking care of them.
No scandals.
No scandals.
No news breaks.
No nothing. No news.
illegitimate kids.
No
Right.
No domestic
OnlyFans.
violence.
No domestic
No
violence.
DUIs.
Yeah.
No drug charge.
You feel
You
me?
ain't never had no bitch out the hotel room.
No
see,
gambling.
Come on, no
See,
gambling.
We had the Yes Jules thing, but everybody was like, we don't care about
we
that.
ain't worry about that.
You
Cause
feel
see,
me?
the thing about it is people don't realize how hard it is to maintain. Like
Is there an organ on that keyboard? Cause you preaching, my nigga.
maintaining is so hard.
No. Niggas be praying to
Nigga,
get there. Pray
Braun
to
and
remain
Savannah step
there.
out, and you like, that's
Dog.
money.
That's where you want to be.
Dog, like even just scaling down to like real world, like you just know niggas who no matter what, they always just even kill. Like they always you don't see them up or you don't see them down, you just see them right in the middle.
Yep.
All the time.
Yep.
Something is keeping you.
And like that's
That's like
art.
how I like to maneuver.
Look.
In the middle.
Stay
art.
steady.
It's
I'm just
art.
trying to stay steady.
Hey, slow and steady win the race.
No peaks, no valleys.
Bronny getting drafted
my
is
favorite actor.
literally my dad works here.
Yeah.
Bronny getting drafted is my dad works here, but I work to get here. You feel me?
That I love.
And it literally was like, yes, I'm getting drafted. They've been setting this shit up for years.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
literally been telling folks, I'm not done until I can play with my son.
Yeah.
And he
It's
literally,
very much a Griffey moment.
yeah, it is
I'm
very
loving
that.
So Griffey and his father, fun fact, they hit a home run in the same game.
Yeah.
Like that
And
shit.
I love
lit.
that.
And Griffey said, when they play, I'm taking my dad.
Yes.
Like he said, when they play together, I'm taking my dad to watch it.
Because I think it's great.
Yeah, because it's like who doesn't want to play a professional sport at that level with their son,
Yeah.
Especially
with
the
their
odds.
child.
And the tenure that this
Yes.
man has.
Nigga.
Like, come on. Y'all can hate him all you
I
want.
saw
I'm
the
not a big
stats.
NBA fan.
Yeah.
But, like, he's an exceptional
Bruh,
human.
before Bronny was born, he was averaging what he averages now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I actually saw that stat.
Talk
Yeah.
about-
Before Bronny
It-
was born.
It showed him. I think it was like when he was born. It was like this is what he averaged when he was born. This is what he averaging today. It was literally like maybe.
He was
for
he was he was
Like-
below 1 point on his points per game.
Yeah.
He was averaging
But basically the
27.
same shit.
He was averaging 27 points per game.
Yeah.
When Bronny was born, now he's averaging 26 points per game.
26.9.
Yes.
You feel me? Like it's
Type
still the
shit.
same.
Outrageous.
And this nigga is like, yeah, like I'm out here still acting like I gotta
There's
feed my
no way.
family.
Yeah.
And now I
The
got
rent
another
is
one.
due.
And this is what's been killing me is folks been like, oh, you know, Bron's gonna take a cut, la la. Nigga, that's his money.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck.
What? His
It's
son
all-
is coming
it's
in.
literally all money in.
Yeah, this is literally my son getting paid is going to the family account.
I think it is pivotal for the sport. Basketball's not had a moment like that.
Not only is it pivotal for the sport, NBA is nepotism.
Yeah. Through
The
and through.
NBA professional sports is nepotism.
It is fully.
Yeah.
Nigga, there are so many coaches, there are so many people that are in the front office, there are so many players that you look and you
Just
see
off
the
of paper.
lineage
Yeah.
of players that played before.
Speaking
NBA is
of-
literally a family business of, all right, nigga, I played, we gonna get you in.
Yeah.
All
Speaking
right,
of,
boom.
hell, JJ Redick is their new coach.
Bruh, JJ Redick is that new catch.
And that's
Really?
LeBron's man.
You feel me?
That's his man.
I
JJ
missed that part.
You missed
Imagine-
it? JJ just got
Yes.
hired as the Lakers'
As
new
the
coach.
Lakers' new head
yes,
coach.
yes.
Imagine if like
3
Money
years
moves
ago,
hands, baby.
3
I love
years
it.
ago, JJ was just playing in the league. He only been out for
I'm
about
about to say,
2
when
years.
did he retire?
He retired like 2-3 years
that's
ago.
like Causey having a son in the league, and then like he hired me as a coach. Like, yo, we all
we
all
here.
friends.
You feel me?
But that's a changing of the guard.
Yeah.
If that people be mad at like celebrities who have all this power and influence and they don't do anything with it. Do this.
Nigga, if I'm in
this.
position,
Shuffle
Yes.
it
If
off.
if I'm in position to open the door
think
for
it's
my
brilliant.
people, I'm opening the door for my
I think
people.
it's fucking
I
brilliant.
think you'd be great in this position, my
Yeah.
nigga. We putting you right here.
Now,
'Cause all you
It's
needed
on
was a
you.
chance. The chance
It's
is
on
me.
you to
Let's
make
go.
sure you go crazy in this position.
now I will say, as great as this sounds, 'cause I'm excited for it, but
I'm copping the jersey as soon
What?
as it goes on sale.
Ronnie Brown jersey.
I ain't gonna
Yes.
lie. Playing with your dad, that shit ain't gonna be as fun as you think it is.
No,
Not at all.
nigga, it's gonna be literally
Guess what?
shit
That game
talking,
where Junior got grounded
bruh.
for catching
listen.
that pop fly. He was like, "Boy, you play too much. Give me
Listen.
a piece."
The moment Bronny go like 1 for 15 from the floor, 0 for
Have you
0 for
watched
the free
Bronny's
throw.
game though?
Dog.
Have you watched Bronny's game? I've watched him play at USC. I watched him play for Sierra Canyon, and he's a facilitator.
Okay.
Like he's able to get out on the court, and he has a hell of a 3-point shot.
Okay.
He had bounce. He knows how to get in and knows how to maneuver and throw the ball around to get everybody around him great. So like
He's a team player.
he's a team player, but he is a facilitator to the point where like I'm on the floor, just like his dad. I'm on the floor to make
drive
everybody
progress.
around me better.
But
Like
listen.
his IQ is I know the
mean,
game.
They were saying like his stats aren't as strong as some of the other
Well, yeah,
rookies.
nigga,
last.
He played 1 year.
Yeah, he
And
played
that-
1 year.
He played 1 year off
Yeah.
of a heart problem.
I about to say, and he had a heart attack.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that was wild to me too. I'm just thinking like, damn.
He played
But that-
1 year off a heart attack.
back to the conspiracies. That nigga had a COVID shot.
Oh hell! All right, moving on. But I am
Never
just,
miss a chance.
I am
Crickets.
just
Never miss a chance.
curious though, because yes, it's great, but like
I'm watching Summer League.
on the flip side, I could just imagine if he does have a bad game, like
Oh, they're gonna eat his ass up.
what does that look like at home? Because like, yo, you have to come home to this nigga.
And this is a funny thing too, though, because niggas been talking about Bronny, but who I'm really been waiting on is Bryce.
Okay,
Bryce is the one that everybody's gonna have to deal
actually
with.
balling?
Yes,
Really?
yes, because
How is
Bronny,
he?
Bryce is 2 years underneath Bronny. So Bryce right now is in his junior year at Sierra Canyon,
yeah,
And so Bronny was the taller one before Bryce. Bryce shot up, and now Bryce is like 6'3", 6'4". And Bryce has the height and has the athleticism over Bronny, and actually goes out there and hoops. Like the way you see LeBron in high school being power, like aggressive going down, that's Bryce.
Okay.
And people aren't ready for Bryce.
How exciting is it though for LeBron to be putting out the next generation of the sport?
Really?
And if the longevity you have in basketball is really fun though, because these boys could go a long way if they stay healthy.
We're in the age now of your favorite NBA greats. Their kids are coming into the league.
Yes.
Like Matt Barnes' kids, the twins, going crazy.
Melo.
Gilbert Arenas, Melo. Yeah. Cayenne going crazy.
Shoot,
did Michael Jordan not have boys?
He did.
He did, but like they was trash though.
They were trash. They were good, but they was trash.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, they weren't good enough.
Yeah. And it was like they didn't care about basketball.
I felt like he should have had like Kobe had a girl.
Nah, Gigi was going to be a problem.
I feel like Gigi would have done so much.
Gigi was going to be a problem.
I feel like Gigi is running with the girls that are running now, though.
Gigi was going to be such a problem.
That energy over there.
What's my man's name who played for the Grizzlies? He's a junior. But his fucking daddy played in the league.
Jaren Jackson?
No.
He's a junior?
Yes.
It's so many.
Come back to NBA.
It's so many.
Because it's gotten fun again.
Nah, bro. There's so many NBA players that are from NBA families.
But
where it's literally like, nah, nigga, this is what we do.
Yeah, this is who we are.
Yeah, like we are NBA family.
I love that.
I did my time. Now it's your time.
I just think the WNBA has
my
become
favorite.
So gritty. They're really playing street
ball.
But
what you don't know is the WNBA has always been gritty.
It's always been like that, and I feel like it never got a lot of shine. But like they're having so much fun over there. It's exciting to watch. But I said I was gonna come back to the NBA because the WNBA's had me on lock.
I love WNBA games. I love WNBA games because you're literally watching skill. Like you're watching these women with skill perform and literally go ham.
Oh shit!
NBA. I've gotten tired of NBA over the past few years because it's literally just professional AAU.
The goddamn,
it's
Grizzlies.
just Flash.
Well, the Grizzlies got Scottie Pippen Jr. on there.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And Scottie Pippen Jr. got drafted by the Lakers, but he was playing G League.
But damn, I forget his fucking name, but it's gonna come to me. But dude playing in the league, like his son's in the league. I think he plays for Minnesota.
Okay.
But it'll come to me. But yeah, but also too, I predict that in the future, announcing the new head coach of the LA Lakers, LeBron James.
Oh no, no.
You don't think he's a coach?
No, he's gonna be an owner.
Oh, I can see owner ultimately.
Yeah,
for sure.
You think so?
He's not gonna go coach.
Teacher.
He's not gonna be a coach.
Think he's gonna skip right
LeBron
over?
is gonna go and be an owner of a team.
I love that.
You think so with the Bus family?
If anything, if not he already got his homie in for a coaching job. LeBron don't want to coach. He's been a player coach the entire time through. He gonna be an owner. He gonna go through and he gonna be a GM.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at it.
Y'all remember when Magic?
Low key, this is his longest tenure that he's played with a team.
Would I not?
Because he only been with Cavs. He only been with the Heat, and he's only been with the Lakers.
Am I wrong to want him to own the Cavs?
Low key, I think that's the end goal.
You know what I mean? Like I understand.
LeBron
the Lakers
changed the
dynasty,
economy.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like I want you to go back. I want a whole full circle moment to be like, nah, baby, I said I'd be home. I'm home.
Yeah.
Like now we own.
I see that of him buying a professional basketball, like him being ownership is going to be the Cavs.
Like,
or if he comes back and ends his run, it'd be with the Cavs.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's it. But as of now, his longest tenure, he's been playing with the Lakers for damn near 9 years.
I'm still stuck on same stats from Bronny to today.
Oh yeah, it's the same. Literally 1 point difference.
How
Point
trash
per
I am
game.
from 20 years ago. Couldn't do nothing from 20 years ago.
Bro, I tell niggas this. I tell niggas why I fuck with Bron is because there was a period where I hated Bron because being a kid from Ohio and you watch this nigga, like I watched this nigga dunk on my cousin in a championship game. You feel me?
Damn.
And it's like, nigga, you can't hate on it. But then it's like he was the hometown hero and he pulled that bullshit ass decision to go to Miami. And everybody was like,
I feel like LeBron didn't catch as much smoke
as he should have.
As Kevin Durant did.
He didn't. You did? You feel me?
Because I mean, Kevin Durant did the same shit. He's like, yo, like I've been trying to with OKC. I've been trying.
It's not here. Let me go.
It's not here. Let me go to Golden State. But then, this nigga done went to.
But that was the thing, though. This nigga lost to that team that he was playing so hard against, and then went and got on
but
it.
hell, he in the fucking.
LeBron was like, you know what? I see this opportunity.
Balloon.
LeBron was like, I see this opportunity with these two people that are going on over here. I can go ahead and join that. And
Yeah, but Cleveland.
The first year that he joined Miami, they didn't win.
It's part of the East.
The first year that he joined Miami, that nigga got up
pains.
there and he was like, I'm going to win 4 to 6 championships with the Heat. We going to do this. They lost.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, though. The 2016 finals with Ray Allen, LeBron, Bosh, and
Yes.
Hey, that was one of the greatest finals ever.
That nigga was different.
What a time to be alive.
I remember when Ray Allen hit that 3 with like a few,
In the corner.
nigga, like I fucking hit the floor like, oh shit,
Wobbly
like
knees.
nigga, like
These niggas is acting up.
yo, like that was the greatest comeback because they were down
Don't call it a
in the
comeback.
series, and yeah, that was.
But yeah,
that was a good
I
ass
love Bron having his son drafted
Yeah,
to the
same.
league. And I
Yeah,
love
I
the
think
fact that everybody that was surrounded the family was like, nah, this is what Bronny wants to do.
Hand me that bag.
And I was so hyped too because even Rich Paul was like, nah, this has nothing to do with Bron. This has everything to do with Bronny.
Everything.
And
Yeah.
I asked Bronny, what does he want to do? And he was like, I just want to hear my name called. It's like, all right, cool. We going to make that happen. You
Yeah.
feel me? If it's not that.
What pride is that to be a dad and be able to say we can make that?
But did you see the video
I love that.
of them of Bronny getting drafted?
I missed that one.
Bro, it was a video. It's all the family. They together. Bronny gets selected.
Are they at home or they?
Bro, no, they're
They're
in like a
some
private
spot,
restaurant.
Yeah, from
And
restaurant.
so
on.
they're hanging out, bro. Bronny
Come on.
is sitting on the couch. Savannah's behind them. Bron is behind Savannah, just against the wall. They go ahead and announce Bronny getting called. Bron don't do nothing. He just sits there and lets his son
enjoy his moment.
enjoy his moment, bro. Savannah gives him the hat. He puts it on. Bron's just sitting back there like, we did it.
Job well done.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's
Aw.
like, I'm letting my son be him.
And you know what's crazy?
It's not my
Bro,
moment.
You feel me?
But LeBron is like 38. This nigga like one of us.
He's one of us.
Like this nigga is like one of us.
And
When
my
you really
kid is
start
in this
putting
shit.
yourself next to the achievements of like just by age and merit kind of thing,
Yeah.
I'm a flop.
You feel me?
Nah, but like we are at the age of like, because now when I watch these folks in baseball coming, I'm like, that nigga born in 02?
Yeah.
What?
The fuck.
You balling
Hell,
like this?
niggas like
Nigga.
niggas who born, you know, when I was born, they the vets now.
Yeah.
Yup.
Type shit. If they lasted.
If
but-
they still are in there.
Yup.
Yeah.
Like niggas like Mookie Betts.
Bro, this nigga is a year older than me.
Like he's a local kid.
Yes.
And He's
I'm
still
just
out
like,
there.
He balling with the Shoheis. And I'm just like, wow,
Mookie-
this is different. This
Mookie
different
is like the
now.
LeBron James of
Yeah.
the MLB.
You feel
And
me?
I mean, the nigga do it all.
And the nigga was
Can
at
we
the
just have a moment
Kroger's.
about how baseball is back?
This nigga was in the Kroger's at Bordeaux just chilling.
Chilling.
Yes.
You feel me?
Bro, my homegirl is cousins with his wife. Bro, it
Yeah,
was moments
he's
where
a friend of my friend, yeah.
I literally missed him because one time she invited me out. I was like, I'm tired, but
Oh, you've never met him?
I never met him personally.
He's a cool. He was at he's best friends with my homegirl's husband. So he was at their wedding.
I
That was where I
literally-
met him the first time. He's a nice guy.
I literally
So
declined going
The
out.
suit was exceptional.
I declined going out, but if I would have went out,
You could have hanged
I
out.
literally would
with
have been with him at the weekend, at other spots, just
Yeah.
like with him.
Yeah.
Like you be looking for like an experience. He's such a nice guy. He don't
Regular
want no
dude.
pomp, no circumstance.
I was-
Really good dude.
But that's my favorite thing about celebrities, though, is
a good dude.
hella people that are in that position. They don't want extra shit, bro.
I
They
was
just
at-
like, I'm
I
just
was
trying
at
to
this main
kill, like,
house.
kick it.
Cause like my same friend invited me to a game night, and then she sent me the address. Like we in like
Oh,
Green
far
Hill.
out. Yeah.
Well, you know, we in Green Hill. I'm thinking, okay,
All right, cool spot.
so I'm alright. So like I ain't want to like ask there. So then when we leave, I'm like, yo, like whose spot was that? Oh, it was Mookie's spot. I beg your pardon.
Excuse me. I was in the presence. Yeah.
But he
Cool
was
cat.
out with other people
Yeah.
that
Doing
night
his
too.
own
So
thing.
like I was at his house,
And he wasn't
but he
there.
was out. I was
Yeah.
like, fuck.
But it's my thing is like this kid's the same age as me,
Yep.
Yes.
and that's your job.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
okay, let me clock in. Like, damn.
But anywho,
I just think it's cool, and that the legacy that they're creating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What LeBron is doing, setting up both boys.
Yep.
Y'all don't know what Savannah does behind the scenes for her legacy of things.
I can't wait for
I love
Zuri,
it.
bro.
yeah.
Hey, I can't wait for Zuri because Zuri plays volleyball.
Uh-oh.
And my little sister played volleyball.
Let me tell
you
you, my
feel me?
nieces just asked to play volleyball,
And-
and I'm like, you did what? You want to do what? Get the net.
Bruh, Zuri playing volleyball, and the videos that I've seen of Zuri playing volleyball and this nigga Braun there, bruh, Zuri gonna be a
He
beast.
lose his shit for
Yes.
her. And volleyball again, like baseball, such a real sport.
Yes.
Such a true talent.
Yes.
Them girls work so damn hard. When my nieces said they want to play volleyball, I hit my homegirl Danielle,
Mm-hmm.
my Neo, and was like, tell me everything.
Shout
I didn't
out-
take volleyball far. Like, tell me
Shit.
what I got to do.
Shout out my
I
little
wanna see
sister.
what be
Volleyball-
great.
volleyball
I was
legend.
going to call you because I was like, hey, where the training camps? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to take them out of town, get them good because
Hey, listen.
it's a lot of potential. But baseball is back, and I just want to say the Birds swept them Braves, though.
When?
Thanks. That last series.
That
No.
nigga felt hurt.
Yes, we
No.
took them Braves.
Well, y'all took 201.
Yeah, we took the Braves.
But y'all didn't sweep us though.
Okay, what the fuck? Words and words. We beat the Braves.
Hey, put some respect on the 2021 World Series Championship.
The Braves. Thank you.
Put some respect on the 2021 World Series champs.
Let's go Birds, fly high Birds. We sweeping right now. The Birds is going crazy.
Nah, actually, y'all doing better.
We going crazy this year.
Yeah.
And did you see the new jerseys with the Lou? Did you see the Lou?
Yeah.
Oh, my mama was like, "Hey, you see the new jerseys?"
Yeah,
I'm like, I'll get you one.
The City Connect. Yeah,
the city is nasty
they
right
dope.
now.
They dope.
We're going to St. Louis in July, so I'll get a new one. I'll let y'all know.
In other news, homelessness is now a crime.
Disgusting. And this is what I mean by uproot politicians. I think we should be like the French.
But did you see that study where they gave $1,000?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, okay.
So
kill them all.
This is
outrageous. No, there's no way homelessness can be. We have to be more like the French. We have to revolt, y'all. This is wrong.
I love when the French revolt.
The French do it right.
I love it, bro.
Let's all shit in the river.
Shout out to France because they the ones helped us.
Nah, because they definitely plan on doing that because of the Paris Olympics.
I'm just saying.
They said that Paris Olympics is coming,
in the world
and the Prime Minister of Paris was like,
French.
"I'll swim in the lake so you see how clean it is." And everybody was like, "Nah, we'll take a dump in this shit right now."
And they did. Everyone took a shit on a schedule so it reached the sands before they could drink, before they could swim it. The French don't go.
I fuck with the French so heavy.
The French Parliament made a conversation about agriculture.
Yep.
All the local farmers dropped manure on the steps of Parliament.
Yep.
And would refuse to clean it up.
The French be like, "Nah, fuck out of here."
That is what I call less standing on business.
Come on,
yes.
les benons.
Les benons.
It's what the French call les compétents.
I'm just saying, like, if you will cut everybody's head off, I think that's my kind of.
Hey, bring it back. Bring back the guillotine.
All right, so real quick, in its biggest decision on homelessness in decades, the U.S. Supreme Court today has ruled that cities can ban people from sleeping and camping in public areas. The justices, in a 6-3 decision, which, by the way, 3 justices were appointed during the last administration.
Bro, just say y'all don't like people, bro. Like, just say you don't like people.
Like, stuff today is going to affect tomorrow.
Yeah.
But anyway, 6 out of 3 decision, along with ideological lines, overturned lower court rulings that deemed it cruel and unusual under the 8th Amendment to punish people for sleeping outside if they had nowhere to go.
They deemed it cruel and unusual to punish people.
But essentially, though, it's basically saying cities now have the power to deal with it, right?
So the Supreme Court was like, "Hey, that's gross. Don't be like that.
Yeah.
But do what you do.
Do what you do.
And that's
Right.
what I'm sick of.
Or like, it's up to you.
Yeah. It's up to the state.
If you can say it's grossly negligent and illegal in essence, then call a stop to it. I'm not saying you have to house, because some people don't want to be housed. Call the spade a spade. Everything is not a person in need.
Yeah.
People this is supposed to be a free country. Choose how you live.
Yeah.
But things like putting partitions on park benches and, breaking up.
They wrong as hell for that.
It's nasty. You can't even sleep in the airport. My flight got delayed, but I can't be comfortable. This isn't a homeless situation.
I knew shit was really fucked up when I was in LA and I was walking Venice and I just watched a dude completely knocked out on the Venice beach and then just woke up and just casually walk in and fell into the fold of everybody else like ain't shit happened.
Nothing.
And then it was like they won't let folks sleep at night on the beach. So you'll see homeless people sleep during the day.
Because they got to stay up all night.
Yep, because they got to stay up all night and maneuver. And I'm like, bro, what? Like,
here's a quote. It says, "Where do people
business.
experiencing homelessness go if every community decides to punish them for the homelessness?"
How?
Like, nigga, I can't help this.
There is no more public housing. Y'all decided to take the federal grant for a RAD and the ratification of public housing. So you completely privatized and monetized units in the city. And now there is no help and support. Metro Housing is not here to help you.
Get rid of all these fuck ass Airbnbs.
Like,
matter of fact, that's actually starting because I believe in Dallas they ruled the short term rentals like illegal because you fucking up the inventory.
You fucking up the inventory, you fucking up the infrastructure, and you fucking up just our rates because it's like if you're renting this space out, but then charging it for this much amount, like you're already boosting what the actual rent is.
Yep.
So then you're fucking up everything else that's around it.
Yeah.
And then you're taking space away from people that can actually live there because this space is only being rented out for a month.
Right.
Right.
A weekend.
Or weekend for people who don't even live there.
Who don't live here. And then they come here, they fuck it up, and then they leave.
Yep. There's nuisance to the people that do live there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
you know how pissed I am driving down
creates
Jefferson seeing these fuck ass Airbnbs?
Yes.
Back hotels.
If I got to see one more spray painted Nashville, way more spray painted welcome to Nashville sign.
Nashville looks good
Dude,
on you.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Fuck out of here.
You know, even in a rental space, they're building so many units
Yeah.
And
for that.
And the current units aren't even filled.
Bruh, the units aren't even filled. The apartments, they building all these apartments. Them shits aren't getting
They be
filled.
like, yo, we got three months free rent.
Yep, because we trying to get you in
They're
here.
giving them away, but they
I'm
still
telling
want to
you.
charge $3,000 a month.
You feel me?
Make it make sense.
Even the houses, I saw a video from a contractor talking about housing. He was like, look, don't buy a house in 2024. He was like, because the products and the tools that we have to use to build your house
Subpar.
are trash.
Oh, yeah. Hell, even in like 2019, when I was working at Regions off West End, I had contractors come in and literally a year after they built
Closing their contracts.
the homes,
I was just about to say this.
they've had to go back and do work.
No, but what they're doing even better. So you'll get a builder that builds all these homes quickly.
Yes.
Then they sell, close that umbrella. So
Yep.
now every warranty is now void.
Over.
And
Yep.
they never intended to honor any of it. So people are buying cracker boxes
Yes.
on piss poor foundation,
Yup.
subpar materials. You paying out the asshole just to keep it.
Yup.
And then I got no support.
Bro, you seen the
so
taller-
now I'm
And-
over $250,000 in this asset that I can't sell because it's not worth the shit.
Because I'm stuck.
And on top of that,
Oh, disgusting.
I got a boy who was looking at, you know how like they got the tall and skinnies that share.
I hate them.
I hate them.
So he told me,
I will not be that close to
argument
somebody.
is so
I will
disgusting.
never
he
live
told
that close
me
to somebody.
you don't own the land.
No, not at all.
No.
Like you have to get permission from the other motherfuckers.
Yeah. Because,
Pay
nigga,
to
you
plant
sharing
flowers.
that bitch with 2-3 people
So I'm already
It's a
paying
co-op.
$500,000
to
And I
live
can't
here.
even
just to live here,
plant
but I
my
can't even make my
flowers.
own decision.
Not only can I
can't
not
have a
even
garden.
not even can I not plant my flowers, I gotta share my driveway with a motherfucker.
Yep.
So,
You mean to tell me
Hey,
I'm
guess what? They
paying
got a
this
party.
much money to share my driveway with somebody? I'm paying this much money to own one side of a building.
what I think is gonna happen, my prediction is because a lot of these motherfuckers who buying this shit are like the young white folks with no kids.
I hate seeing y'all walk y'all dogs in my
With
neighborhood.
no kids, right? So when they get older and start having families, it's not going to be conducive or realistic to raise a family in these.
In that environment.
Not
Guess
at
what?
all.
So then now, a lot of motherfuckers gonna move,
Yeah.
and then
them shits just
now
gonna sit.
they gonna sit, and then who's gonna buy it after them?
Nope. It's not a functional home.
So now that might be a crash.
The
Bruh,
crash is
yeah.
on the way.
Have you
Because-
seen the ones that caught on fire, bro?
No,
Bro, there's been some in the city that have caught on
Matchbox
fire back and
builds.
forth. Like literally, like
They're
they just
terrible.
built them bitches and like a week or two, like they caught on fire and just have completely fucked up the entire thing.
And they torch.
Yeah.
because you got to think about it too. Who is gonna buy a tall and skinny after the motherfucker who initially bought it
I'm not
leaves?
buying no tall and skinny.
There's not gonna be no old black
shit,
folks.
man.
I can tell you that. It ain't gonna be no older black
But
folks.
I blame the city because this city doesn't have an architectural board.
They don't.
There should be something that says you have to build within this style,
Yep.
this look. We don't
Yep.
want our city to look like some hodgepodge
So
clusterfuck.
you know who's
I wish
actually
Nashville was like
Charleston.
New Orleans.
you know
Charleston does
Charleston,
it better than
yeah.
anybody else. New Orleans doesn't build.
They don't. They make sure that it keeps
New
and
Orleans
stays.
has the best preservation
You have to
fund.
keep it, and you have to make sure that
And
the
you remember, I
outside
was just
looks
renting.
exactly how it was.
I was just renting when I lived in New Orleans, and on at least 2 or 3 separate occasions, I had a preservationist come by.
and make sure
to
that it would stay
check
the
my
same.
home.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you
Like-
know who was doing a good job of that now is North Nashville. Like
Yes.
the whole so they
Oh, yeah.
so they're last to get
That's what I love about North.
But they put in place like, yo,
It's got to be this style.
you
this
can't
look.
build these style houses.
We don't want it.
Like you can't because they saw what happened to the rest of the city.
Take that shit somewhere
Nobody
else.
wants it. We don't like that style. If you want to build in North Nashville, you have to build single family.
Yep.
Has
Yep.
to be cottage or
Yep.
Tudor style home.
If you bring a gray house in this motherfucker,
So
get out.
We're
So
burning.
what?
Lay the brick or get the fuck out.
Yep.
And
Yep.
that I love it though
Yeah.
because build on par with the brand of a city.
Do you know how crazy?
You don't show up in Charleston and put anything but a classic Tudor home.
Do you know how crazy it looks in Nashville? Like Nashville looks so random.
It
Yeah.
looks random. There's
Random.
no cohesion in the city design.
You got houses,
whatsoever.
you got a ranch, then you got tall and skinny next to it.
Yeah. You got a ranch, you got a tall and skinny, then you got a house that looks like it's been built for years.
Yeah, you got a shack.
Yep.
A real throwback cottage home.
Matchbook home,
Yes. Next to a tall and skinny.
Bruh.
Then you got a fucking quadplex.
which is weird.
I hate the shotgun homes. You feel me? Like if I'm driving on the street and I'm seeing them over, I'm like, bro, y'all built 2 houses on this one lot, and it's really not even a house. Y'all bought 2 small ass apartments on one lot, and this could have been a beautiful home.
Could have been a home.
You feel me?
With a yard.
With a yard.
With a yard.
If I'm paying that much money, I want a yard.
Backyard, my boy.
And I don't want to see my neighbor.
Exactly.
I've already set my eyes on a rural land development grant. Like, and it's more common than people realize. People go, I don't want to be that far out. I don't want to be this close.
Bro.
I can't stand being this fucking
Me and
close
my mom
anymore.
have been talking about it because she's talking about moving to she's talking about moving to Nashville, but she wants to move an hour out.
Yeah, I'm trying to be out.
To be away from the city and have
like
land.
Christiana on
you
the
feel
other
me?
side of Murfreesboro is about where I'm looking at.
Yeah, bro. I'm trying to get out to the point where it's like,
living,
you want to come see me?
You got to plan.
You got to really plan, and we hanging out for the weekend.
That's my intention, is to have the space to accommodate. If
You
you want to
feel
come
me?
see us, come see us.
And
we
you-
will be
and we
here.
chilling.
And you can stay the weekend.
Yep.
Because I don't expect you to drive the hour back to the city
Nah,
right now.
come
But don't
stay.
think I'm coming to the city.
Nope.
Yep.
If you really need me,
You must have paid the travel fee if I got to come back to the city.
Because even last week when I went to the Live Golf Tournament in College Grove, that shit is past Cool Springs and all that shit. Now you taking 840 East.
How was that?
That shit was lit.
Was it pretty?
Yes.
College Grove is nice.
That's where the money at.
Now, College Grove is another place. If you can get a hold.
That's what I'm saying.
See, people don't, they be sleep. Tennessee is such a really interesting state.
Oh my
Because of how
God.
far it stretches, we have a lot
It's
of
long.
little reservoirs and things that the naturalists want to preserve.
I love it so
And
much.
Tennessee still has a pretty decent like agricultural program. So even if you buy land and you don't necessarily want to farm it, they'll pay you to keep it just to preserve it.
Yep.
So if the further west you go, you get wildflower like just pastures. You can buy this on rural development and say, hey, I'm willing to take an acre of it. I'll develop that for a house, a studio, whatever, this and that. Only residential. The rest of it I will keep on 15 acres that I will only keep for wildflowers. I will not I won't develop it for the next 15 years. We'll pay you $1,000 a month just not to touch it. Because it inhabits bees,
Yep.
different wildlife. The frogs that are down by Lake Providence on Nolensville Road, they had to build a special bridge when we built that church because you couldn't fuck up the frog inhabitants. And now they make a check for maintaining the frogs. So it's people don't realize, like, I'm not paying you $300,000 for a tall and skinny when I could take $200,000 and put a 9,000 square foot barn door on 15 acres. Get out of my face.
On 15
I don't want
acres.
to see you. I don't want to see anybody
And that's
anymore.
mine. That's mine.
And when you cross over it, the guns clock. Like, don't come over here no more.
Yep. Also, speaking of like homes and stuff, landlords can no longer charge 3 times the rent.
Fuck
Yes,
y'all.
I thought that was fantastic news.
I hate it.
Why do I want this apartment? If I made $90,000, I wouldn't be
in
here.
this. And it's like, bruh, for me to move into this apartment, you want me to pay that much? You feel me? And I'm not even paying that much monthly? Like what? Like what's really going on here? Like let me just pay y'all my first month rent and move in this bitch. Cause you know I got it.
Yep.
I've been dealing with a situation with my landlord, bro. I literally just finally paid my rent from last month because I sent it by money order. Cause she told me send it by money order. That shit just went through.
Yeah.
You feel me?
They getting over. They're getting over. 3 times the rent was oppressive as fuck, and it had people doing things illegally, trying to prove rent, claiming your side hustles.
Yep. Just to be able to move in.
Just to be able to get a unit, and 3 times the rent on a unit that you want to be in.
Yeah.
In an area you can't even pretend to afford.
Bro, there's
this.
there's a apartment complex that just opened down the street from mine, and I watched them build it, and I've watched it not get filled up. And I looked up how much it costs.
Yeah.
And it's like $1,700 for a 1 bedroom. I pay $1,100.
But
you feel me?
You have to understand.
$1,600 is a walking distance down. It's literally down the street.
Bro,
like it's at the end of the street.
Yeah.
$1,700 for that bitch.
No way.
Nobody is in there.
Reason why these motherfuckers
way.
charging us because guess what? They done took out a loan for a couple million.
Yes.
So their mortgage payments on that apartment building is damn near in the 5 figures.
Yep.
Because if you're
And I gotta
charging
get you
me,
back.
And
gotta
I
get
need
back.
to at least break even.
Come on.
if you're charging
At
me
least-
Come on,
$1,600 for
you're
rent, that means I have to come with you at least 4 bands to be able to move in there.
No
Yeah.
way.
You feel me?
No way.
Yeah. But
I'm not prepared like that, and I ain't got it like that. Fuck out of here.
so 4th of July is coming up, but I said 4th of July versus Juneteenth. Are we celebrating 4th of July? I mean, I know niggas just grilling shit, but like Is that a new wave? Because I even talked about Juneteenth last pod. Because now we're at the age where we can tell our kids. I remember when we didn't get Juneteenth off.
Did not.
Because to them, it's going to be normal. But to us, it's going to be like, yo, I remember when, nigga.
I'm going to be real with you, bro.
I think it's on us to make Juneteenth the celebration.
It is, but I forgot about Juneteenth and accepted a job on that day and was working. I was like, damn. But I fucked with it. You feel me? I fucked with it. But
my job doesn't honor it.
Yeah. But did y'all go to the Juneteenth celebration in the city though?
Yeah, talking about Fort Negley.
At Fort Negley.
Yep, I was there.
Bro, that shit was the biggest
Yeah.
fucking event I've seen in a long time. Like, there was so many black people out there, you know?
Yep.
I got down to the Buchanan event for a minute and swung by
Black on Buchanan.
Black on Buchanan was good.
Yeah, it was dope.
Ain't no fucking trees on Buchanan.
Nah, you hot.
And the sun sets straight down that.
Yeah,
bitch.
you on the street.
Shit.
You hot as
And I'm
hell.
just like, who planned it? Like, we got to look at where the sun goes.
Shout out Equity Alliance. Shout out my homegirl
Them
Jess.
jerseys was nasty.
Shout out my homegirl Jess.
Jess went off with them jerseys. They got everybody on that bitch now. Mary on that bitch. Snickers on that bitch. My bad. Shout out Jordan.
Yep.
He on that bitch.
Yep.
So, I mean, and kudos. I really do want that.
But yeah, I do Juneteenth. 4th of July, nigga, we just blowing fireworks. You feel
I
me?
feel like 4th of July culturally as a country is always going to get more shine because it's just is what it is.
Yeah.
But I think it's on us and it's feasible for us if we collectively all, like, I should have been better prepared, like you said, and took my Wednesday off and been prepared for Juneteenth. But if we do that and raise our kids with the expectancy and the celebration around the 19th that we do, we just turn up regular on the 4th, then I think it'll come.
Yeah,
I think it's to come.
It's just a consistency thing of being like, we celebrate this.
Yeah. Sure.
Like before it was, we celebrate this as a culture. And then it was, oh, now we're celebrating this as an actual nationally wide known holiday.
And I think it has to move past performative stage.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're still doing the whole, like, and I...
Get your
freedom
freedom napkins.
I don't care about, like, did white people fund it? Did the white, like, I don't, it's not that.
Somebody tweeted, a white person said, happy holidays.
Yeah, happy holidays. Like,
fuck outta here.
I think once we make it more of a, like, oh yeah, what y'all doing for Juneteenth? Oh shit, man, just come over. We gonna do some grilling, man. We do some spades or something. Regular day, you treat it like you do the 4th. What y'all doing for the 4th? Shit, pops fireworks when the sun go down. We'll see y'all there.
Just real regular black shit.
Make it culturally ours. That it's not so much pomp and circumstance. I think then we'll really be accomplishing something.
Yeah. Just shift gears real quick. House of the Dragon. Y'all been watching?
Nigga, I literally just finished. I redid season 1.
Dracarys, nigga.
Man,
Hey, so I ain't gonna lie. Season 1 was like
so good.
Season 1 was Love and Hip Hop.
Big T, big messy. So one after the other, it could not.
First season was set up. It was all set up.
Love and Hip Hop.
Season 2. I just started episode 1 before I came over here because I wanted to rewatch all of season 1 and have at least 2 episodes to get started. You know how girls be. I need a binge. I need a little bit of something.
Love and Hip Hop. The 7 Realms.
I love this shit.
Listen,
Like,
the first season, I
mess.
really had to really look back when season 2 started. I'm thinking, okay,
it was too long.
Okay.
You have to go back and redo
I was
because the
like-
details.
I watch this shit religiously.
I was like, okay,
Yes.
Queen Rhaenyra slept with Strong.
Did.
Yeah.
Had the kids with the brown hair.
Yeah.
Hella chilling.
Old dude was gay.
Yep.
Hell.
That nigga went
Didn't
off
bust nothing down.
Yep.
type shit, and then she
They
fucking
tried.
married her
They
fucking
tried.
uncle.
Yeah. Her uncle.
Man.
That's been shit since
Do they have
start.
kids together?
They do.
They
And
do.
where are they?
The kids are the twins.
Oh yeah,
but
okay.
wait, remember season 1 now?
Yeah.
Because they have those kids, and when they go back to Dragonstone,
Yeah.
those kids aren't there.
No, they are. They're
Yeah.
the
You
little
never
ones.
see them.
They're the little ones that she's playing with.
Yeah.
But you didn't get to
Only
the second.
then.
You
That's what I'm
haven't.
saying. Only then.
Yeah,
though. I
but
saw them briefly. But
Yeah.
I'm like, where have they been?
nobody's worried about
How
them.
old are they now?
They're literally infants.
small.
They're
Little.
small. Because you had Joffrey that she had.
I'm waiting on Joffrey now. Yeah.
Nah, she had Joffrey, and then that one, like, he grew up a little bit, but she had twins with Damon.
The
Yeah.
2 blonde babies.
Yeah, the
they
2
are
blonde
still
ones.
there.
And she
then-
showed them off to her dad when they came
Daenerys
back.
And,
yeah.
Aegon.
And
Aegon.
Aegon.
Yeah. And
Yeah, I was
then-
because they both got a fucking Aegon.
Yeah.
And then fucking Damon had 2 kids with the black chick.
Yeah.
Them girls so bad.
Bayla and Ray. Yeah.
And now they're to marry the brothers.
Yes.
But-
which is weird, but
They,
anyway.
but that's the
They're
thing though.
already niece
They
and
married a
uncle.
family, but then one of them, she lost her husband,
Right.
so she's ready to just go all off.
Yeah.
And then you got another one that's like, "Look, I'm just here to hold the ground for the family.
Okay,
what
so
you
that
need
was my
from me?"
question because I just finished season 1. Obviously, I started
Yes.
2 this morning.
Yes.
For the second time I finished season 1. But whatever.
Yes.
So Jacaerys is not dead. What's the young Luke is
Luke.
dead.
Luke.
Luke
So
Luke
Luke's
got
wife
8.
is- she gonna turn
Lucerys.
up?
Lucerys one is dead, but now if you get to the second episode
Oh, yeah, I just
of the
started.
second season, you'll start to see where like she's like, nah, y'all robbed me of my husband. Y'all robbed me of my family. Like, nah, like, and that's why it's like I fuck
they're
with
the heirs to Driftmark for real.
I fuck with Team Black because Team Black was rightfully like, nah, look at this shit was laid out for us.
Yes.
And y'all just came through and just running this shit.
Go all the way back to the brother of the sea snake. I can't think of his name. His claim was fucking real as hell. And I'm like, this nigga stood in court and lost his head 10 toes down.
Like, nah, fuck y'all.
First of all, you some bastards. I ain't doing this with you.
Yep, but then he got a fucking head cut off.
Lose your head for it, but I'm gonna go out on top.
Nah.
I was like, real nigga.
Especially when you get to the second episode. When you get to the second episode, you gonna be like, these niggas is wilding.
That's all I'm doing this evening.
Yeah.
Because not only but this whole second season is literally y'all finna get war. Yeah, like, this whole second season is. So
has she finally given in now that Luke is dead?
Nah. So the first episode that you saw, where she was like, I want Aemon Targaryen.
Yes. Yeah.
And then that shit happened with the kids. Like, that was the domino effect that was like, all right, these niggas is going crazy. Like, both sides of the family don't give a fuck.
I think.
And then it was like, now we're getting into this part of like the war.
This is episode 4.
I'm about to say, well, it's 3.
This is 3. Okay.
So today is gonna be war.
Yeah. This episode
is gonna be war.
This episode is gonna be the lead up to the war that we're gonna see because they all said episode 4 is gonna be on the same range as Battle of the Bastards.
Really?
Yes. They said episode 4 is what we finna see, like the Battle of the Dragons. That episode
was so good.
So on Twitter today, they said define peak fiction, and they had a little clip from Avengers Endgame where like Captain America had a little Thor hammer.
Yeah.
But also, I looked at the comments. It was the Battle of the Bastards.
The Battle of the Bastards.
And I remember, I literally watched it like a 7-minute clip. I'm like, yo.
Intense.
But see, people fail to realize why people were so affected by Game of Thrones is because literally we were with these characters for 6 years.
Yeah.
So now we're in a show where we're with House of Dragons, where it's like we understand the lore of these characters, but we're not emotionally connected with these characters.
Yeah.
We were emotionally connected with Jon Snow, Sansa, everybody for 5 to 6 years. To where it was like, okay, we've known where they've grown from this point.
Hey man, quick shout out though. Shout out to Otto Hightower.
Hey, that nigga is a master strategist.
My
Play
nigga
the
Otto.
long game.
Hey, listen. So you haven't watched the most recent episode?
Mm-mm.
The second one.
Once you watch, you're gonna be like,
I fuck with this nigga.
I saw it on Twitter.
You're gonna be like,
feel free to spoil it. Feel free to spoil it.
The second episode, basically, this nigga is like, y'all are pathetic.
Oh,
like I can't believe I got you into this position and you're pathetic.
His kid, the grandkids.
Yes,
yeah, the grandkids.
They're ass. No, Aegon is ass.
He's like, bro, I can't believe I got you here and you're a fucking fluke.
Otto is the pro fight from 10 years before you.
I hate you.
Who like walked in and be like,
you bitches suck.
Nigga, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah, like nigga, I done advised y'all.
Like nigga,
y'all still doing dumb shit.
Don't do this shit because, and then like
that nigga walked in and chuckled and he was like, I am king, and he was like.
He said, huh.
I made you king.
He said, you really think
but
that?
Also, too, so I'm about to spoil for you, but like, he said, I'm the king. He said, is that what you thought? I said, oh shit.
Because he's still the acting hand, right?
He said, my father made me the king. And that's when Otto was like, oh, that's what you think.
Yes.
I'm the one that made you king.
No, because...
Oh, my, this is getting good.
Yeah, it ain't even I made you king, nigga.
That nigga Otto was like,
yay.
Listen, I could really crush you.
Oh.
But I'm going to let you live.
Go off, though. I'm going to let you cook.
I'm going to let you live.
I'm going to let you cook, kid. Keep going.
I'm going to let this shit think it's about you. You feel me?
But to wrap this too, man, that fucking twin fight, that was like...
Who's who? Who was who? Nigga, I'm confused.
Hey, what?
Oh,
okay.
Aaron versus Eric?
Okay,
Aaron versus
so
Eric. Yep.
I do have a question, though.
I loved it.
Did them niggas have the same armor?
Yeah. So both of them. So if you watch it, bro. So this whole thing it's family on family.
But the thing is, did the niggas at Dragonstone have the same armor as the niggas?
It's the King's Guard.
As the King's Guard.
The King's Guard is
King Guard on King's
the
Guard.
King's Guard is King's Guard. And so that's why when niggas showed up, they was like, hey, bro, go over there and just act like your brother because y'all twins. But y'all had the same armor on. You feel me? So niggas walked in and he literally said it before and he was like, look, we both took this oath to protect the royal family. Mm-hmm. So what the fuck are we supposed to do when the royal family starts beefing with each other?
That's true.
You feel me? So it's like niggas pick sides and we're brothers. We pick different sides.
But my thing is...
So now it's like, how can nobody tell them apart?
Looking back... So nobody just thought like, why the fuck is this nigga come off the boat to the castle?
Bruh.
They did.
They did. They had questions. They were like, "Nigga, weren't you just inside? We
But you
just
know what,
saw you
though?
We
inside."
just saw you.
But I thought, what's her name? The girl who they set free.
Yeah,
I thought she was gonna have a
The worm.
impact to like stop it, because like she was like,
They captured the white worm.
they captured the white worm. Oh,
yo,
girl, they
because like
captured her.
she really
Who
said
takes the white worm?
Damon.
Damon.
They found her on a boat.
I'm gonna say, but that's Damon's bitch.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
Well,
It used to be.
They used to be.
But I'm saying not no more. But I'm like,
Exactly. And
so
she
he
came
takes
up.
the white worm.
Yeah.
Okay, but listen, my thing is
And
though.
unfolding.
But my thing is, so
I love her.
she real deal was. So they say, you know what? Since you gave us information,
Yeah.
because the queen wasn't fucking with her. She was like, yo.
You playing this shit.
But then she was like, you know what?
Help me out.
We gonna stick to our word. Set you free. So she's literally walking to the boat because she's at on one condition. You got to go to wherever. So anyway, she's walking down, but she sees Eric walking up from the arrivals
Yes.
Okay.
type shit. So she like,
Wait a minute.
Hold up.
so then she told the dude, she like, a moment, sir. So I'm thinking,
A moment. Sir.
I like really thought that she was gonna intercept them at one point, but that should never happen.
It never happened.
But I was just thinking, nobody else in the group just thought that was weird. A nigga with a nice guard armor
So
is on the fucking boat.
He started understanding the questions that was coming in, and he was like, "Why do people keep asking me this?" And that's how he went to the room and found out what it was. As far as the white worm is concerned, I feel like she's gonna end up in the court as an aide,
Advisory
an
of some
ally.
kind.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because she's seeing how fucked up this shit is.
Because remember from Game of Thrones that
The red woman.
witch, she becomes a huge advisor.
But also, if you realize the Greens, they got a sneaky ass nigga, which is Laris. You feel me? They don't got a nigga like in the original Game of Thrones that
Lord
was
Varys.
out there. Lord Varys, that was
Hey, Varys
of
was messy
secrets.
as hell.
So it's like
that
you
was
got
a bad bitch.
you
right
got
there.
Laris
See,
on the
you
Greens.
hear me?
Ooh,
You got
I miss
Laris on the
him.
You
Greens
hear
with
me?
secrets, and then they gonna go ahead and get the white worm on their side for secrets. You feel me? But also, because we talked about it the other day, it was like, because she asked me the questions like, why was there so many different camera angles? What was going on? And I was like, because they want you to feel
The perspective
the
of who's
perspective
watching
and
you.
the tension of the
Yeah.
brothers, of like one walking into the room and being like, I'm not supposed to be here, but I'm here. Another one literally walking in and just walked out seconds before, and then people are looking like,
Like-
we just saw you. What are you
Yeah,
doing
like,
back
the fuck
here?
you doing?
Like they wanted that tension of being like, we know he's in here, but we don't know he's in here.
The
And then-
intentionality is great.
You know
Exactly.
what's funny though?
really
Like,
good.
but they
Once-
said episode 3 and 4 of this season.
Is where it takes off.
Yes, they said that's where this
Is it
shit
a
really
10
builds
season,
up.
10 episode run
It's
again?
8.
so it was funny because once the other Eric came in the room, I was like, okay, this is episode 2. I know Rhaenyra's not gonna die,
Right.
but like I was just wondering how it was gonna play out, and she was like, Lord Eric, like, and then this nigga said,
Fwong!
I was like, oh shit. She was like,
She said, I'm confused.
she's like, nigga, what are you doing? The next you know, bow, brother. I was like,
And then it just turned into all out war.
but
I'm so
so
excited.
did the right brother win?
The Wright brother won
Why did he kill himself?
because,
He killed his brother, his twin.
I know, but like
and that's a major thing
Wait,
in the
which
lore.
would you say is the right brother?
The Wright brother
the
was
right
the one,
brother is the one who serves Queen
Rhaenyra.
Rhaenyra.
Okay, I'm
'Cause
like,
he was
which
protecting
one
her.
you on? Hold
Yeah.
on.
and the shit
yeah.
was so true because it's like you have two brothers. Like the whole purpose of the fight was you had two brothers that are fighting to protect a family that ended up having to kill each other. Their family,
Yes.
because they chose sides to protect a family.
Yes.
So you got one brother that literally was like, bro, I just had to kill my own blood that I was in the womb with to protect this family. Nigga, fuck this family. I
That's
just
a total
killed my
parallel
own
for the
family.
people. Like,
Yeah.
That's
it's
the whole
it's
thing.
a person. It's you.
Yeah.
Like the way you were explaining about the perspective of the camera angle, I can already understand the parallel. It's you.
Yeah.
You can see both sides of this story very clear. On either angle, you could be like, shit, Hightower right. Fuck, we got to keep a man because it's going to make it the best way to go forward. But shit, the word was what he said, and he said, oh, girl. So your tearing of your own decision on it is what they just illustrated.
Which is why I
That's good.
respect our democratic process.
I love you.
Because I ain't gonna lie, like looking back
Turn
in the
up the
day,
vote.
hey, looking back in the day, nigga, just because you a bloodline,
What's-
it could have been
what-
nigga,
wild.
what?
What is the less
Are you
evil?
serious?
What is the less
Wild.
evil?
You know, I'm thinking about Joffrey from Game
Yeah.
of Thrones. Like, this nigga king? Just because
Just because.
a motherfucker died and he just
That's who's up.
just because his daddy was holding the position?
Shall we go
But-
ahead back to the UK? Because that's still in place.
tough.
We all know now I love this because what seems very outrageous, you right? All this inbreeding and fixed marriages and stuff seems very far fetched.
And then we look
You
at
can
it
just
as
go
like,
look right there.
That's
They're
the whole
still
point.
doing
But like,
it.
the thing
the
is,
whole
the thing
point.
is, like, we like back in the day, they looked at it as like royalty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
Keep the
it's-
blood in
But
your
in
family.
reality,
lineage,
but
yes.
reality is fucking incest.
It's
It's
straight
some
incest.
bullshit.
And you cannot imagine how many times over you have depleted the potential of your lineage for inbreeding.
Yep.
right.
Siblings, cousins, doesn't matter. That DNA can't compound
Nah,
that
bro.
many times.
If you telling me you putting me in here and say, "Oh, you finna marry your cousin to keep it
Yuck.
in the family," nigga, what?
it's a yuck.
I grew up with this person.
No, it's my homie.
What you mean? Like you got me fucked up.
And y'all just like, I'll do my duty.
I'll do my duty. You
Look.
feel me? For the realm. No, fuck out of here. I don't got no time for that.
And the leveraging of marriage for political gain.
I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I was this close to getting on the second season of Game of Thrones
Getting on. Oh, for production?
for production.
Oh, I would've shit a
Nigga,
brick.
the first fucking season, I fell down a rabbit hole and I started talking to producers online and being like, "Yo, I love the show. How can I get on it?" La la. And they're like, "You know, we film overseas." I was like, "I don't give a fuck. I'll do whatever I need to do."
Passport in hand.
You feel
what's
me?
up?
I got it, but
So,
it never
take it
never
with
planned out because the person that was on it didn't return for the second season. But then they sent me, they sent me a invite for a LA directorship with the director of the
Nice.
first season, and I just sent somebody who was there. I was like, "Hey, just go down there, just record it for me, just so I can know what they were talking about."
Right.
Yeah.
You feel me, nigga? I would have accepted that job so fast. I don't care, just to be
I'd
on
have been
Game
in
of
New
Thrones
Zealand with
and just
no
to see how
problem.
that shit goes. Absolutely,
They shoot in
Yeah.
some amazing locations.
Hell yeah.
it, bro.
But the thing about to wrap it up though, like Otto in his last episode,
Stood his ground.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a fan now.
Really? Are you
Seriously.
Team Green?
No,
Fuck no.
But I feel like Otto might be Team Black soon, in some weird way. I feel like he's gonna be like, you know what? Fuck
I don't
these niggas.
know about that, but I know it to the fact of it being like, damn, I let a monster in. And so it's just like he was trying to control this monster and now he realized he couldn't.
Little Lannister.
Yeah,
Yep.
I done fucked up and went too far. Now I got to play for the other team. I gotta
exactly.
fix this.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, because it's just like, all right,
But I know
What is his name? Tywin? Not Tywin.
Tywin Lannister.
What's the little
Oh,
Lannister?
Tyrion.
Tyrion.
Tyrion. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, because it's really one of the situations where,
No midget shade. My bad.
based
Not
off,
the little-
Shout out Peter. Shout out Peter Dinklage.
yeah, not. Hey,
That guy's a great actor.
that was my favorite character.
Oh,
Yeah, from
he's a
Game of
great
Thrones.
actor. But everything he's done since. Like we were talking
Yeah.
about we were talking about Bridgerton.
Yeah.
And Simon ain't did shit. Talking
Yeah.
about you had other stuff to do.
Okay.
Everything. What is his real name?
Peter Dinklage.
Peter has done since. He's been great
Yeah.
Do you know how many times when I initially watched Game of Thrones where I thought this nigga was gonna die?
and never died.
Never
Didn't
died.
die.
Never died.
Yep.
The fact that he had
He a real nigga.
Pedro Pascal fight for him and got killed by the fucking hound,
Crushed his dome.
I was like, fuck.
And held his own.
That nigga just bow. I was like, ooh.
Doing all that
But-
fucking showboating.
But I think that Otto knows how this shit gonna go because he's a seasoned vet.
Yeah.
He's
And
what, 2 kings in?
yeah,
Well, 3 kings now.
Three
with his
kings.
son.
3.
yeah. Because I
He's
mean,
got a long sight for
I don't.
sure.
I don't think he's gonna join Team Black, but he's gonna be.
I think he's gonna sow seeds on
He's
the
gonna-
opposite benefit.
I think
He's
it's-
gonna
He's
fall
gonna have to
back.
disenfranchise.
I
He's
think
gonna
it's-
fall back to where he pulls strings to where
He gonna
it's
pull
like
strings.
self-preservation
Yeah.
Okay.
He gonna pull
Self-preservation.
strings
Not
via
quite
Allison.
sabotage.
for him and his daughter.
Yes.
Okay.
He's gonna pull strings via his daughter. Via Allison. But
That
even
was-
Is
Allison,
Aegon going evil and Allison's trying to curve the beast?
Aegon is going to the point where like he wanted to be liked, he wanted to be feared, but he wanted to just be a good king because his dad didn't show him how to be
Anything.
a good
Yeah.
king. So it was like, all right, cool. I'm in this position. I'm gonna bring my son around. I'm gonna train him up.
Saw
all of
that
that.
part, okay.
Nigga, now my son is so now I'm in this shit. Fuck it, nigga. Everybody gotta die because I was trying to be nice to everybody. But fuck y'all. So now it's like, nah, I'm gonna be the real dick king, kill them all. But then Allison is, the mother,
She's a mother and the king's okay, and the queen,
and the
what,
queen
consort?
consort. Yeah, queen consort. So now she's gonna be like, how can I control my son to an extent? But that's
also,
not gonna
too,
happen.
But also,
Because
she,
now the hand of the king is Kristen Cole, the
Right.
nigga that she fucking.
exactly which.
Sir Kristen is the hand.
Yes.
Oh, bitch.
Yes.
Sir Kristen's so fine. Oh, bitch.
That nigga's a twat.
He's a
Man.
bitch, though, ain't he?
He's
When he
a
first
twat.
showed up, I was very much like, all right, Kristen,
Bruh.
keep it up.
Bruh.
And then he fell off quick.
One pussy.
Fell off real quick off of one pussy.
Christian
He
is
did.
the reason why the twins fucking died.
Really?
Exactly.
Really?
That nigga ain't worth a nickel,
Well,
bro.
that shit, I gotta watch
gonna
that
watch
shit,
it.
girl.
She gonna watch it.
I'm going home after this.
So, yeah, like that's what pissed me off about this episode. I'm just like, because
But that's what I think they do well. Where we get so invested and we think, like, okay, here it comes, here it comes. The disappointment that drives the plot is like, oh, dagger. Oh, dagger. This
the
is great.
fact that when the fucking baby got his head cut off, this nigga was fucking
What baby got his head cut
Allison.
off?
The first
Tell me
episode.
right now. I ain't made it that far.
You haven't?
What baby got his head cut off? Tell me right now. Causey!
Well, so just know in episode 1,
A baby is gonna lose his head.
Yeah.
You hear Causey?
but just know the reason why
Oh.
the baby
Wrap it up.
got his head cut off is
What's on
because
What else is on the list? Wrap this up.
It's because the motherfuckers
I gotta
was
go.
goddamn
I
fucking.
gotta go.
They was
I added
fucking.
HBO to my Verizon account for this.
It's
Let's
the
go.
real. It's the real lore of Game of
But
Thrones, nigga.
also the most gangster line too in episode 2. Allison told her dad Otto, "I've sinned." He said, "I don't want to hear it."
Oh yeah, when she was
I
like, "I
said-
sinned." She was like, "Look, I sinned." He's like, "I don't want to hear about none of that shit." Nah, nigga. The realest line was when
Leave me out
Otto.
of it.
The realest line was when Otto was in the room with them, and he was just like, "You have fucked this shit up." He was literally just telling this man to his face,
Shout
like,
out to the actor.
yeah, he was telling this man to his face, like,
much can you
"You are utterly out here, fuck this whole shit up."
Shout out
like,
to-
you
This is
ruined
my
it.
kinda mess.
Yeah, shout out to whoever plays Otto, but like he really was in his bag. Like he was really disgusted. Like
Like, I can't believe you did this shit.
like he was just like.
The way that he compared Aegon to his father, he was like, your father was this, he was just, he was kind, he was not. And Aegon was like, fuck that shit. Like, that's not me.
I'm ready to get with the shit.
Nigga said, "I'm ready for war."
No. All right, so we're going to this. The funniest shit, Aegon said, well, Sir Christian Cole gave Eric a great idea. He said,
What was the idea?
what was the idea? Well, he's his twin, and he can just act like him and kill the queen. He said,
You imbecile.
you dumbass.
Straight.
Basically, like, you stupid
Stupido.
motherfucker.
I can't believe
Why
y'all
the-
thought this was a
like,
great
he,
idea.
Like he really in disgust. Like,
You basic bitches.
Like,
he
my
like- he
favorite
like,
thing,
really?
my favorite thing about Game of Thrones is when you really, really listen to the dialogue.
Man, the writer's room.
These niggas
The
be
writer's room is going crazy.
they be eloquently talking so much shit.
so bad.
yes.
And it's like if you just really sit down and listen to these niggas talk to each other, they be like, I cannot believe your dumbass did this shit.
Yes.
Like,
I think that's what I like about this show and the people that watch this show. You're of a certain intellect.
yes.
Yes.
It just and it's no shade to people that are like it's not really my thing, but it lets me know what you really are into.
Yes.
Because the action is there, the mess is there, the tea is there, the titties
Yeah.
is there, whatever you want.
You're
to see.
there to
but
learn.
if you really like the show,
Yes. You
you're
appreciate
in
the
it for
dialogue.
the conversation.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because it
dialogue.
was like the
And the
first
subtlety.
when they did
of
the first
conversation.
when they did season 1 and they did the entrance and they had Craig and Stark and they had young Jace and they were
That
like
shit was
walking
dope.
through. Bro, I replayed that intro probably 5 times just for the dialogue alone.
Which part is this?
This
Season
is like
one on where?
this season 2,
Oh,
but
so-
episode 1 when they were in
season 2?
Winterfell.
Wait, was it episode
Oh,
one?
when they're walking through
They're
the corridor
walking
together?
Yes,
Okay.
and he's just like, this
And
is
they
a
went
light
to the wall.
Yeah, they're on the wall, and he was just like, this is a light summer snow, my
Yeah.
king. And he's like, well, what is this? Like, I
Yeah.
feel I'm frigid.
cold.
I'm cold as fuck.
Right.
And he was like, this is a light summer snow. This ain't shit.
Yeah.
But
Wait
also-
until we get to December. You can't really feel your bones.
But also, too,
This ain't for no
That
wildlings.
was,
That's what he said. This isn't for no wildlings in
Yeah.
nature,
Yeah.
bro. This is for death.
This is for
On
death,
the other
nigga.
side, I ain't
That
worried
was-
about the South. There's
Yeah.
some shit out here.
that was
Okay, I
a
remember
shout
something
out
about.
also to, of course, the Starks. And he was just like,
He's like, nigga, you worried about the wrong things.
but also, too, he said, yo, you're like one of the few kings that actually came on this wall.
yeah,
At least you tried to scare me with your dragon.
at least
Yeah.
you didn't try to scare me with your
Yeah.
You
dragon.
pulled up with your dragons.
Yeah,
That's cool.
You feel me? And he was
So-
like, nah, we
I
stood
do
here
like the
and
way though,
looked at
because
this
if you were a
shit.
true Game of Thrones fan, then you've attributed certain characteristics to each house.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think they've done a really good job of like, I don't know this person to be a Stark, but he demonstrates Stark characteristics.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Baratheon king.
Yep.
At the end of season 10, I'm like, this would be a fucking Baratheon.
Yeah.
And also the Lannisters, they always bougie and shit.
Yeah, the little stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, Jason so perfect.
Yeah.
So fucking
Yeah.
perfect. So
But-
I think they've really kept to the integrity of, and I love that part.
Yeah, it was
You
super
can
dope.
tell who a house is before they even
Yeah,
go
just
too
based
far.
off the. Just
Because
based
it was
off
crazy because
And their
like,
hair.
'cause like even
Hey, that
even-
nigga. Hey,
The
Craig
hair
Stark.
shit is great.
I'll be
Yeah,
like,
like-
bro, what the fuck?
What the fuck is
Who
in
got
y'all
this
jeans
wig
for
on,
this
nigga?
Wigged ass, stringy blonde
You
hair.
could
Stark.
Even the Stark dude, bro. This is way before Ned.
Right.
This is way before.
But like, mind you, this is a young
granddaddy.
nigga
Yeah. And he
who
looks
runs
like
this
that.
shit.
This is a young nigga that's like 15, 16.
That
But
shit's
like,
cool to
this
me.
nigga is the warden of the North.
I think that we should be taking more notes from Game of Thrones as a country.
Yeah.
Because the people in charge are often very young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we should not be electing an 80-year-old president.
But I also think it's like, but it also,
but also too, we shouldn't elect a 15-year-old president.
No.
But it gives you
no
to an
15-year-old
extent.
virgins
Right.
that are full of-
It gives you
young
the
and
extent
full
of
of
how
leave that
families
nigga out
run.
too.
It gives you the
Yes.
extent of how families run and how families really
Yeah.
be like, no, our family name is important.
Yep.
So we're gonna hold our position and make sure that it stays within the family.
And that's not a pride people carry anymore.
Nah, niggas be like,
People
fuck
do it
that.
for your first name well before your last name.
Yep.
I'm very much a last name person.
Nah, I'm a
Also,
last
just-
name to the end of me.
Just to end the news week real quick. This news week is like we out.
Hey,
in 24.
Newsweek.
But
You gotta have a drop for that.
I had my annual physical this week.
We talked about
nice.
this.
Got
Yep.
my results back.
Yep.
My nigga's healthy.
Amen. Amen
Right.
and amen. All black men, go get your physicals.
Chill.
But the thing about
Turn
it
and
is,
cough.
I just say
Cup
this
your
to
balls.
say, especially when we're in our 30s, hey, health is important.
Health is wealth.
Like, I don't work out to get a certain body type. I work out because I have to. Because if not, bro,
To not be dead.
you know what I'm saying? Shit is real. So,
People
I'm
be taking
just-
for granted them annual wellness visits. One, I'll say this much. Your annual wellness visits from an insurance perspective is your highest dollar visit.
yes.
Insurance pays more money for you to go to your annual wellness than any other visit. So you pay a lot of money from your check for your health insurance. Go get an annual wellness.
And my thing
It's
is,
your highest dollar pay.
if you-
That's what you're paying for.
yes, like, you got to use it.
Gotta go.
like, don't pay into it and never get a physical. Like, yo, like, nigga, use it because you're paying for it.
And preventative care is much less expensive
That's facts.
than restorative care.
Because the thing is, also
And restorative
too,
care will never restore you.
even just thinking further into it, it's hard to get shit when you have pre-existing conditions.
Every time.
Like,
And
it's
this
hard.
is down to life insurance
Yes. Hello.
for some shit you could have prevented.
And when you could have paid pennies on a dollar,
Yep.
now you paying
Thousands.
dollars on a dollar.
Double
some
them
shit.
dollars on the dollar.
So, I'm just happy to, because I'm proud of myself for making a lifestyle change. Because last year,
Praise report.
when I got my physical, like, cholesterol was high, like triglycerides was high, right? Because when I joined my firm now, we used to go out and eat a lot, right? Like, I diverted
kick it
from, yes, like, I diverted from what I did. But then once I did that, I made a change.
Good.
And the fact that my change resulted in literally all my tests came back, like my labs, everything is like
range.
the levels are in range.
Good. Good.
And the fact that nothing is elevated,
Fantastic.
I'm just like, okay.
And let that be a testament.
You know what I'm saying? My
You
hard
can
work
make
showed
small
off.
changes
Yes.
and save your life.
Yes.
If you hear this and you're like, oh, it's no big deal. I get a little winded when I go up the steps, or
No.
I notice I pee a little bit more. Get your A1C under control.
Yes.
You living real risky. Women, your stress, your cortisol levels.
Yes.
Get that shit under control.
Yes.
Like, don't get me fucking started.
But,
I'm proud of you. I say that to say I'm very, very proud of you.
thank you. And young adults, get your annual physicals.
Get your physicals.
If-
Ladies, go get your titties squeezed.
Listen. If like shit don't feel right,
It is what it is.
go to the doctor. If shit don't feel right.
And when the shit do feel right, go to the doctor.
Go to the
Yes.
doctor.
Especially for women. Your women's health in particular is not very symptomatic. By the time you are exhibiting a symptom in your women's health, this can be breast leakage or tenderness or an odd discharge. Now you have a problem.
Yes.
These are for women especially. If you're getting outward symptoms, your system is well beyond the problem. Address it. And an annual wellness visit is exactly where you address it. If your cycle is not regular, if your symptoms are not regular, be that bitch. Let them swab it out.
Hey.
Stop
bro.
being shy. Like,
hey, listen, avoidance is not the key.
it is not the key.
Nope.
Now, I will say from a psychological perspective, people that get news of ill health often commit that mentally and kill themselves. Like, you can hear, you say you went to your physical and they were like, looks like you got X, Y, and Z. You came home and dwelled on that. You could, in fact, in turn, like, really drive your health to a negative space.
Yeah.
Optimism is very good.
That's true because
Beyond optimism, though, is true faith. And if you are any bit of a believer, whatever you are facing, if you will give it to God, go see a doctor. But in that same optimism, give it to God. Your health is not your own. You can do the things. Things are going to arise. We're getting old. It is what it is.
Sure.
But you're going to get old a lot quicker for being unwell.
Yep. And when I got my news last year that my levels were high and if I kept going, it's lethal. I made a change.
Scary, right?
Because, like, with that information, I said, okay, I need to do something about this. And literally a year later, and my levels are in range, that shows that I did something about it. So.
And your life will reward you for it.
And I'm thankful because I feel better. Like, I literally feel better.
And that was 1 year.
Yes.
You remember being young and being like, you know, people be like, oh, well, I lost all this weight. It took me 5 years or something. 5 years ain't shit no more.
Nope.
Yeah.
Time is not what it used to feel like.
Nope.
In that kind of comparison for me. So I'm like, okay, last year you got one thing. This year is a new thing. Don't tell me God not quick.
Exactly.
Like, you did that. And give yourself some praise. Because there's a lot of people that got news, didn't do shit. And if they got tested again, they're in a worse situation.
I'm telling you, it's
worse situation.
People be like, woe is me.
And for what?
So,
what? You'll have a good, healthy life. I'm proud of you.
Yep.
Get your nuts cupped. Get your titties squeezed.
Exactly. Look, hey, guess what? My
it
doctor
is.
be like, drop your pants, cough.
It is, man. Look,
Hey.
I lay them titties on that little thing and vice grip them once a year. And you just be like, damn.
And she over there like, oh.
Damn. Every October. I'm like, really?
But,
And they just be so tight.
what is it like?
Like, literally, when you get a mammogram, you lay your breast on a shelf. They lay another shelf on top. And they squeeze that bitch flat.
Damn.
Flat. All of the mass and tissue of your breast gets like, what would you say, maybe an inch, 2 inches? Like, if that. They are pressing you flat. And you have to be still. You cannot breathe. They do it again.
Damn.
And again. And again. And then if you have any kind of like sculpatory investigation, they'll squeeze it the opposite way. And the opposite way. And man, stop.
Yeah.
It's so hard to be a girl.
Yeah.
But get it done.
Speaking to the mic.
Natural life is health.
Yes.
Stop turning to pharmaceuticals. That shit might kill you.
Preach.
For real.
Yeah. And for
Preach.
the fellas, and on this note, when you get your physical and get your blood work, tell them you want to run for STDs as well.
Full span.
Because
you want a full panel workup.
Because if you don't, then they won't.
They won't.
They won't.
And when you go and get any kind of blood work done, you want a full blood panel. All of your lipids, your levels, your CMPs, your A1C, you want your STDs, you want your blood health, your oxygen, you want it all. All of it. Because it's the same fucking order. And you're only going to pay for the order one time via your insurance. Get it all.
Yeah. And guess what? You
Get it
know,
all.
if you got insurance, you know, it's going to show you labs probably cost $300, but you're going to pay probably like $30. But pay that shit.
For that $30, you can get the full workup or you can just get your CMP. What was the point of that?
Yeah. So, you know, like I said, got my shit back, clean as a whistle. Not that I was worried, but just knowing is just good because
Living is exposure.
yeah.
Is what you be like, oh, I'm a healthy kid. I do this. It's all good. Ain't nobody thinking you finna get a blood work and be like, bro, you got AIDS.
Yeah.
Like, that's not what you came here for.
That's true.
But to hear you got A1C levels, that's just as impactful.
Yeah.
And people be thinking the worst of things are only the things you want to know. You want to know.
Yeah.
You want to know if your A1C is high, your heart is literally struggling
Yeah.
to keep you afloat. If your kidney output isn't what it needs to be, that's a measure to say in 10 years you on a transplant list. Or
Yeah.
you want to turn this around.
Dog, I'm telling you,
Like, come on, man. It's important. It's
luckily,
really important.
luckily my doctor's office, they got the little app and it gives you like the summary and like,
I love those things.
you know.
I love those things.
Yeah. Just seeing that your shit is in range is
But
like
even for the girls, like,
relief.
are you a go-to-bed ugly girl?
It depends on
Like, I get good and ugly at night. I'm talking slug out the face mask, mouth tape, bonnet on, go to bed ugly as hell, castor oil pack. Look,
It just depends.
bless your life. Sleep. Okay, and this is from a neuroscientist I had a conversation with. The sleep you get between your 20s and your 30s is completely determinative on your long-term mental health. And I mean like real mental, not like, I'm a little depressed in my 70s or something. I'm talking Alzheimer's, dementia, cognitive ability is completely determined by the sleep you get in these 10 to 20 years, right? So what are you doing to improve your sleep? Things like colon health, castor oil packs on your side. That's for men and women. Put castor oil in your belly button every night. Like, yeah, you can be beautiful, put it on your face, put it in your hair, things like that. But like,
Belly button?
yeah, things like
your belly button.
what is that? Waist shot, all of your face and your lymph node draining. Like, y'all be worried about stuff for like your jawline, washu. You want those things to drain your lymph nodes. If you can take care of your lymphatic system and your gut health, your life is exponentially improved. Everybody knows I love kombucha, but very few people know I'm gonna put that castor oil pack on.
Kombucha shorty.
Look, like, change your game. Your whole health and your existence starts in your belly. So,
Yep.
You say the uglier you go to sleep, the more beautiful you wake up, and the better your day.
look,
No.
2 things I would tell you: castor oil packs and mouth taping.
And your vitamins and minerals. A lot of people think they're depressed. No, baby,
Sea
go
moss.
get your B.
I take sea moss every single day.
Take them in drops.
I hit that
I'll
smoothie
take
with sea moss every day.
What is it? Ashwanda?
Come on, look at you.
Yeah.
I'm
Let's
keeping
go.
your cortisol in check.
Yes.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
important. That's probably what helped your A1C though.
Yeah.
People don't realize what stress is doing to you.
Yeah.
If you got a stressful job, leave that motherfucker.
Yeah.
There's certain mushrooms that help you with your neurotropic properties.
Lion's
Your memory.
mane,
Lion's mane
all
is
them
one of my
things.
favorite.
Yes. What is that? Mud? Is it called mud water? I mean, I'm not a coffee drinker, but mud water makes a like coffee alternative,
They have mushrooms in
and it's a mushroom supplement, and it is exponential for your brain health, pretty much. And people that drink coffee don't realize. People wake up and drink coffee. That spikes your cortisol through the roof. When you wake up in the morning, try to put down like 20 to 30 grams of protein and ice cold water. Start your day there. Don't drink caffeine until 2 hours later.
If you want to get real cute, lime or lemon
Go
water
off.
in the morning.
Warm.
Especially if it's warm.
Go off.
Toxins, clear your system.
Best bowel movement you finna have. Get a squatty potty. People be sleep on that shit.
Talking about the
Bring
little-
bring your knees up.
Little joint, yeah.
Bring your knees up when you make a bowel movement. Most people are only taking about 80% of your shit. So you're floating around with the last 20 of those toxins in your gut. Squatty potty. Who knew?
Okay. All right, but we're going to take a quick break and get back to the main topics. It's going to be a little longer pod today. We'll be back. All right, we back. Real quick, I just want to say something. Man, what do y'all do when it's like an attractive person at the grocery store?
Ramming with my cart.
Like, but I'm just saying, like, as a dude, we got to, like, walk down the aisles,
I love the grocery
walk next to them, act like we interested in some frozen pizza. Like, interesting, but like,
Come here often.
so,
It's your favorite spot.
man, today,
Is this
man,
your neighborhood grocery store?
listen, today,
Fuck out
I went in Publix and,
You saw a thing.
man, it was bad. She had like a little black little jumpsuit on, you know what I'm saying? She was kind of tall, slender, had
I
a
love
little,
when Garrison open, bro.
but
he be open.
but like,
He be taking into full account of a
Like
woman's
full
essence.
account, everything. He'd be
He
like,
don't just be like, man, I seen a
you
bad
know
bitch
what?
in the grocery store. You be
I think I can shoot
she
for
was
this.
Tall. She got on a black
I
ensemble.
can shoot for this. Yeah.
listen.
She opened the cooler door.
So she walked in when I was parking. I'm like, damn, who the fuck is that? So I like tried to find a spot immediately.
I scurried on in.
Tried to get in there. So next you know, I literally make a lap around the grocery store. I'm like, yo, where's she at?
Creep.
I know. Like,
It was headhunting.
Man ain't got much bananas in his cart.
Man.
Just running around this bitch.
listen, nigga, I'm over here empty-handed.
He got one can of peas.
I'm empty-handed.
I came
He ain't
here.
got shit that match in his cart.
I came here for the Publix deli.
Look,
So,
I'm here for the deli.
Right, I mean, technically I was, but I was like, the deli can wait. So finally, when I made my lap, I see her get in line. I'm like, damn, she came in and out. Like, she about to leave
Bitches
quick.
got lists.
But
You
like,
can't walk up in the line and be like, "Excuse me."
exactly. So
what are you here for?
she was in line. She had a 6-pack of Modelo
Oh, yes, Modelo. The beer of the champion.
Negro.
Oh, she's a real one. She's a real one. I like
She
her.
had the Modelo Black.
That's when I turn up after the taco.
And like, but like she was already in line. I'm like, fuck, a black woman who like beer?
Or she dated Mexican.
Nigga, she out of
It's
here.
a Mexican.
Nah. I think she was either going to like a pool party.
The Modelo do smack at the pool.
Or something.
Love Modelo's.
I like them.
But basically, I was in a
I don't
position.
even like beer. Niggas love Modelo's.
Modelo go down.
I wasn't in a position to make a move. I was just like, fuck. Really? So she was in line. So my crazy ass was like at the little, when you walk in, they got the sale. So I'm just over here looking like I'm interested. And I'm just like, all right, she in line. I'm like, all right, like, you know, I'm looking at a bag of chips. Just, I'm like looking, all right, she about to check out. So finally she check out or whatever. And when she leaves, I see her looking at me and we make eye contact. But then she walks out.
Damn.
Did she smile?
But I don't know.
Just a friendly Southern smile, like, hey.
Or it was like you know how like sometimes you catch people looking at you?
Yeah, because you were looking at her.
So like,
yeah, she caught your ass looking.
I like looked up and she was looking at me.
She looked at you with confusion.
But like I didn't have my glasses on.
Niggas.
So I'm like nearsighted, so like I didn't really know. But like she walked out, I was just like,
You didn't want to stop her?
See, I don't want to be that guy.
I'm not mad at it.
I don't. You know what I mean?
If it's something that you're interested in, you might have to be that guy. Because it's not like you're being a creep up until you have creeped her out and then didn't speak.
There we go.
Do you actually need a mic? Do you actually need a mic?
First of all,
Can we? Matter of fact,
first of all,
we're gonna get a mic.
gunshots.
Hold on, wait.
That was a word. That was a
Matter
word.
of fact, we're gonna be right back. We're gonna
you
make
ain't
some
creeped me
technical.
out till you
Hold on,
creep me
we're gonna
out.
be right back. All right, we back. We have to add a mic.
We had to add a mic because the truth was in us.
Exactly. So
I've drank this whole bottle of champagne.
girl,
God damn.
shout out to Maya. All right, so
First time potter, CJ popping in this bitch.
like I mentioned, CJ was like on pod, but
What's up?
The lady.
introduce yourself real quick.
I'm CJ.
Yes.
All right.
You know you heard that tone of voice. Stop playing.
And you
with me.
know it's okay to speak. You know you ain't got to whisper.
Okay, but let's revisit that statement because
Yes.
from a woman's perspective, this is so true, right? I think sometimes men see something, and I'm never mad at a man that takes his time. Don't run me down just because you're like, oh, you like the way she looks or something, right? So you took your time, you scouted it in the store, and there was an opportunity, and maybe you didn't take the advance because you didn't want to creep her out. But CJ made this statement that had me like, damn. So run that back because yes.
Yeah.
What was your question? It's mostly just like, it's cool to approach me up until you have already made me feel uncomfortable because you've been creeping. So if you and I have made eye contact, if I've noticed that you've kind of been following me around the grocery store, but you have not said anything, I have already like automatically placed you in a creep category. So now don't speak to me if I'm walking out this door because I'm going to assume that you're weird.
You're being weird right now.
Yeah.
But there was an opportunity where you hadn't creeped her out. She might have seen you seeing her. And if there was mutual like line of sight, what's up?
Yeah, because the thing
Because
is,
I ain't gonna hold you. The best thing you could have done was been please tell me you drinking these Modelos.
That part.
I know, but see,
That's all you would have had to say,
see,
and I'd have been like, yeah, you don't drink Modelo.
But you know,
and we off to the races right now.
But you know what would have really worked is if I would have caught her as she was getting them.
No. That's idealistic.
I know, but like,
And it's
That's
putting
idealistic.
control
but see,
around
with me,
the narrative.
Yeah.
But I guess I was overthinking of not being that guy to where it fucked up my opportunity because
I appreciate you being cognizant of not wanting her to be uncomfortable.
yeah, because like I didn't, you know, because my thing is I believe in because it's been times where I've met someone like we're both looking at salmon and the produce, so I'm like, oh,
Right.
hello, you making salmon night too?
Like, oh shit, we got so much in common. You like salmon.
Hello, right?
We should date.
I was doing bourbon brown sugar.
I can't believe I see you over here in the salmon
I'm
aisle.
like, yo, how do you?
Pescatarian?
For real?
I'm like, yo, how do you make yours?
Low carb, high protein?
That's how I used to hit people like, oh my God, you breathe air? We have so much in common.
No,
Way.
I'm telling you. I'm telling
Stop.
you, like in the perfect scenario, it's so easy because like, oh, I'm making salmon night too.
Boom.
Let's make it.
Like me too.
Let's make it
It's
together.
just like
Now we in the kitchen being cute.
I'm like, hey, I live here. Do you live here? Oh yeah, I live. Oh, we're in the same complex. It's over with.
But now everything is so testy. I feel you though, because everything is so testy, right?
Yeah.
You run into somebody at the mailbox, like, oh, you live here?
Yeah.
Now she don't want to be like, yeah. Now she want to know if you seen what box I'm in and you stalking me. I can get the hesitation.
Yes.
I can get the
No,
hesitation.
bro, but I've always realized with women is like they will show you when they're open to being talking to.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's like you can go ahead and you can see a woman and be like, you know what? This isn't my time to jump in and be like, hey, how you doing? La, la, la. Because they will open up and be receptive
Available for
available for that. And that's what a lot of niggas don't understand. Niggas will go in and just jump in and be like, I'm gonna go talk to her. Like, nigga, she didn't open up for you.
Right.
She didn't allow you to come in and talk to her. She didn't feel safe with you. You just bum rushed your way into it.
Yeah, because that's my thing. It's like I'm just
Good
not
answer.
that guy to just holler at any woman at any given time.
Because if you're that guy to just holler at a nigga, she's not even receptive of that. She's like, bro, I'm trying to
It's
shop.
giving thirsty.
It's giving thirsty, bro. I just came in here to get my salmon and go home. I ain't coming here to get hit on. So if niggas just automatically see you out at the store getting salmon, hey, shorty, what you doing? Bro, I came here to get salmon. I'm leaving.
And I think that commonality of being like, oh, you drink Modelo? That was your feel.
Yeah.
It was.
Because
Yeah.
if she wasn't trying to talk to you, she could have easily said, it's from my boyfriend.
Yeah.
And then you'd be like, man, it's a good ass beer. You should try it though.
Yeah.
Left it alone.
If it would have been like,
She was
oh,
like, this my go-to beer.
Yeah.
Like, shit, them hoes after some beef tacos, now we chopping it up.
and then you like, oh, well, you like Modelo? Cool. I love tacos. We should
been
try
to
la la.
Condados?
You feel me? And then it's like,
Now we
oh,
off to a date.
we can do Modelo's over tacos. You feel me?
Exactly.
But if
So-
not, it's like,
That was good as hell, ain't it? So fucking good.
Because also too,
Love
I
that spot.
like
Shout out Gary.
I thrive in my environment, right? Like in the proper environment. So
Why do you not consider a grocery store a proper
That's
environment?
fair game.
well, no. That's my environment, but she was already in line about to leave
You're too picky.
to where
That's mad pick.
She's already here.
I mean, but it was just hard to do my move. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'll
like
say this: your move expired.
what is your move?
so like
I'm dying slowly.
my move is to catch you
You know this nigga old as hell.
in the moment. 'Cause like I said, like so for
yes.
me, the perfect ideal situation is if literally I was on a beer aisle and happened to catch her and she grabbed a Modelo. I'm like, that's a good beer. like I would have been like, boom. That's a good beer. But the fact that she already grabbed my hose and waiting in line, I'm like, fuck.
What's wrong with the line? Is there too many people around?
Yes.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Because now
And it's like now I'm
I
about
got
to,
people
like,
behind
walk
me, in
up
front
to
of me,
you.
the cashier.
Yeah, it's like,
too many eyes. Too many eyes.
It's just like I don't know. It's just
Not mad. I'm not
If you were
mad.
a movie, you would have missed your meet cute.
Oh, your meat cute. Oh, I love a meat cute.
Because at the end of the day, ideology?
Mm-hmm.
That's control. Why are you trying to control the narrative of how you are meeting someone?
I
Just
love it.
meet
you're right.
them.
You're right. You know.
Because either you're going to meet them and it works, or you're going to meet them and it's not something you were supposed to have. At the end of the day, try.
All you had to do was meet him.
Yeah. But you
I
know.
like that.
Once again, it's just I just don't want to be that guy. You know what I mean? So sometimes that gets in the way, which can stifle opportunity.
For sure.
And
Opportunity is
I
fleeting.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I bet that's a
where-
lot of pressure for men too.
Yeah. Because the thing about it is,
That's
there.
a lot of pressure.
So you gonna always have that one guy who's gonna talk to the women no matter what.
Right.
But they don't care about getting rejected because they're just the loudest guy in the room.
Right. They're just playing the game of
Like
odds.
that's literally their game is, yo, I'm going to talk to everybody.
Somebody gonna bite.
I'm going to talk to 10 chicks, maybe 3 going to bite.
Hey, 30%.
That's a nigga
Type shit,
that
right?
is pitiful.
That's
see-
a nigga.
And then the whole funny thing
That's
about it
pitiful.
is, it's funny because even as we age, people are shy.
Oh my god, I'm so shy.
Like, people are shy. That's why I thrive in like a happy hour situation. Like, that's my bag.
Garrison with a drink.
Man, look, that Morton's happy hour.
That nigga is on
So-
a prowl.
I love that.
As far as like going to the club, see the club, I'm like 0 for like 32. 0 for 32. I'm like literally batting 0.
I hate it.
You shouldn't want
That
to
nigga
meet your
bad and bougie.
soulmate in the club.
Exactly. And I tell my homegirls, you don't want to meet your husband at Minerva.
Hell nah.
You don't.
No.
No.
Shout out to Minerva, but
I mean, my shorty at
No,
Minerva. What you doing outside?
tough.
You're not even supposed to be out here.
Look, And it's no shade to being outside.
For sure.
But that's not the energy I came outside.
Nah, hell no.
Exactly.
I came outside to have some fun. Could we collectively have some fun? Sure. Could you match my energy right now? We have some fun? Cool. But match my freak? Let's not match my freak.
If I look across the table and I see you throwing up while singing Sexy Red, I gotta leave.
I gotta go. I don't want to see you like this.
Nah, not at all.
Yeah, but I just want to share that because I literally experienced that today. So I was like, you know what, let me write this shit down because
Garrison,
So
let
what's
one
your
get away.
my takeaway.
My nigga saw one in Publix and couldn't get it.
Damn.
But the thing is though,
You chose the sub
Yo,
He went to the deli
over the
over
dub
the dub.
of a wedding.
He went to the deli and didn't find his baby.
and the thing
Look,
is, like
and
she
they
was
didn't even have no
fine, too.
boar's head over there.
She was fine too. But
Nigga said I came
No
here for,
ring?
I came here for one
ring.
reason.
I about to say, obviously you assessed it all. So no ring,
That
no.
nigga looked at the hand,
one
looked
thing
at the
I
whole
look at
body.
first
I
was,
run a
like,
hand.
women
I'ma run a
is-
hand.
Hey, listen. First thing I look at, I'm like,
What's on your hand?
Because if she got a big rock, I'm like, okay, you super married.
You super
But
married.
if it's a little thin, I'm like, it might be engagement. You might
be a little disappointed with that.
You
Let me
might,
see
you
what
might, you might reconsider.
Let me test that. Let me test that stuff.
You know what I'm saying?
I hate you.
But
I hate
like,
you.
if you got a fat rock, I'm like, okay, you super married.
You're in it to win it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Or like your husband got some pull.
She got 3 carats on the oval.
Tough.
She ain't fucking around.
Hello. But
That's
nah.
so interesting though, because when you talk to like older married couples, they usually met in school or you know something. But the meet cutes aren't actually that uncommon.
Yeah.
And most successful people are opportunistic in that I saw it, I liked it, we struck up a conversation.
Yup.
For sure.
Yeah. And truth be told, like the grocery store is like a low key secret. Like the,
Oh,
The
yeah.
grocery store is the move.
the baddies be in there.
The grocery store is we all have to
baddies
eat.
The baddies
know.
be
We
in
all
the
have to
grocery
eat.
The
store.
ongoing joke is if you meet a woman
Speak
while
up
you're
louder.
in
Louder,
the
louder.
fruit aisle.
Yes.
Like, are you talking about melons? Are you talking about the size of this?
Come on.
Is it that cute?
Come on.
You know, a woman would rather meet you in the grocery aisle talking about how you squeezing a watermelon to make sure it's sweet over trying to meet you on fucking Tinder.
Look,
I mean, listen, I ain't gonna lie. Meet a chick and find out her diet real time.
You know.
Oh shit! You actually
Care about yourself.
So
I ain't gonna hold
we
you.
actually eliminated the first, 5th, 20th step. Like, yo,
I know what
you
we on.
actually. And I'm like, you know what? Actually cook a really good salmon.
there you go.
So you gonna cook
I'm gonna
for
level
me?
you up.
Hey, I
And
remember
can
your
I
last
cook
video
for
you
you?
posting your
Just try to-
salmon.
When are you gonna cook for
The
me?
salmon
Like,
bangs.
That conversation.
'Cause
I'll
actually-
level you
was
up
a
though.
lot.
Go to the farmer's market.
Bad.
Go to this. I seen a badass nigga at the farmer's market.
Did you bag him though?
No, he had a ring on.
Oh,
But
no.
choice cuts of meat.
That's so big.
At the time, I was also buying choice cuts for barbecue.
And he was gonna give you some meat.
No, because he spoke to me.
Meat to meat.
He spoke
The meat
meat
to me.
to me.
Meat to meat.
Eat it. Stop. But he was like, I'm trying to think. I had like sausages and brats.
Oh.
I like links. I'm not gonna lie, I like
Links.
links. I like a link. So I was like comparing because there was like one was like
like the
jalapeno.
big-
Oh, he was comparing.
Whatever. So I'm reading.
You like the big ones?
Oh,
Look,
okay.
hey. We like them thick.
qualms.
You like them thick?
We like them thick.
Oh, okay.
So,
Bomb. Bomb.
girth. You know what I mean?
Right.
Busting. Like,
Ah!
Looking at it.
busting. Charbroil. But he made
She
the
likes 'em-
comment,
she likes 'em
and that's
burnt.
what I mean. I'm saying this to say that like it's that simple.
Yes.
This man was married.
Yes.
He was not trying to hit on me. You know, but the joke is there. I'm holding handfuls of sausage.
Hey man, look.
And that nigga was like, "You have a good day."
You know,
The
and he was
ball-
just he literally was like,
Listen,
"You like links?" And we both were like,
the ball. Look.
he was like, "You picked up nothing but sausages." I couldn't resist. And I was like,
Hey.
"Man, it was this, it was that." And we
Hey,
laugh
listen.
and we go about our day. But Modelo,
Hey,
But Modelo.
Hey, sometimes the jokes write themselves.
they write themselves.
And also, the ball be by the rim. You just gotta dunk it.
Just
That's
get
it.
there.
Just dunk it.
The assist is often just the
The ball is
situation.
They just want to see how you handle pressure in a situation.
That's it.
That's it.
And I mean, we had a kiki and went on about our, and then he's literally with his wife.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we ran into each other again at the fucking oranges. Now I'm here with 2 fucking oranges in my hand. He was like,
Oh.
"You gotta be stopped." And I was
I ain't gonna lie.
And she was like,
If
"This
I
gotta be
do-
the sausage girl." And I was like, "Girl, let me just go home. I don't need no vegetables.
You gotta be stopped.
You
If
gotta
I
be
was
stopped."
dude,
Like, my bad, bro.
If somebody wants some melons, I'll be like,
God. And
I'm
I mean,
like,
these fucking oranges were so fucking big, and they had already sliced them for you to sample. So it's me and my nephew again, me and my boy, eating orange. And I got two. I'm like, we should get two, bub. And I'm like, damn, I got a fistful of titties right now.
You gotta be stopped.
He said, you gotta be stopped. I'm like,
the jokes write themselves.
my bad. I'm gonna go home
Imagine
now.
be able to tell your grandkids that.
And I'm just like, how
Too cute.
chill were
It's too
you?
cute.
And I bet you met your wife in the same manner, just being your fucking self.
That's what
you
they used to
yourself
do.
is extremely charming. You don't need a situation to set up for the shot.
Do y'all understand, like, cooking together and feeding someone is so sensual?
Oh yes.
You
Next
put
level.
meat in their mouth.
Oh,
meat
yeah.
to meat.
Like, well, actually, pun intended, but, like, you're literally feeding them,
Yes.
and they're comfortable with you.
There's nothing
putting
more intimate.
meat in their mouth.
There's trust there.
That's
Everything.
seasoned,
Seasoned and cooked
and it's
thoroughly.
good. And they're like,
I am sustaining you.
like,
I'm here for it.
You were satisfied.
I'm here for it.
There's also a creative aspect to it. Like
Yeah.
somebody saying, "Oh, you played it this well," or "Damn, I wasn't expecting that." Like, what do you
Stop playing.
Which is-
Stop playing, because don't just throw this food on no plate.
You know what I'm saying?
Plate this.
I
Which is
want
my
you to
theory.
Present this.
feel
Which is my
me.
theory on,
I'm here for her.
bro. We need to bring inside back, because niggas be outside. Too
Bring
much.
inside
We need to
back.
inside back, because I would rather have us a cooking date
Yep.
versus going out to fucking whatever.
Yep.
And, you got to pay for parking and shit like that. Like, yo, pull up.
Yep.
I'm about to cook for you.
Yep.
Matter of fact,
And be missing it. We can
Be my
have
taste
happy
tester.
hour. We can make craft cocktails right now.
go.
Put this shit together.
A
Make a
wine
meal.
tasting.
Hit a hookah. Hit
I
the
can make
blunt. Whatever
drinks
you
here.
want. All of the things.
I got the
Why are we
shaker.
spending $200 and
I got the
$300?
shaker.
I got the shaker.
I will give it.
I got the.
Give it to you.
All that. All
What?
that.
The little smoking thing. We can
Hello?
make the old fashions with the wispy. What? Come
Hello?
on, man. Stop playing.
You
I
feel
like
me?
it is about
I like it.
Instagram culture who has transformed dating life into something that it really isn't.
It's a commodity.
But
That's
it's
why I don't
also
believe social media.
something about like, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but being able to date in your tax bracket.
Hey.
Because
Shabba-ba-ba,
there will
ba.
be some things that come across my timeline that I'm working toward, but I know it's not really something.
It's not
here
tangible just yet.
So, like, what can we do at home? Cooking dates, wine tasting dates, cocktail challenges, game nights. Like, all
Yeah.
of those things still exist, but nobody wants to hear it because you
It's
got
not
bitches on
glamorous.
Instagram going trending and like they going. I don't want
You
none of
posting
that.
your itemized receipt.
So listen, CJ.
I don't need that.
So to your point,
I don't need that.
what is people's biggest expense?
Dating.
No.
food, like absolutely.
rent.
Oh, rent. I was talking about what are they paying for?
Yeah, rent, right?
Okay.
So,
But nobody is paying my rent except me.
but I'm saying, if we're paying rent
If we all got to pay this fucking
to
rent.
like live here, why not utilize the space that we're paying the biggest
Yeah,
expense?
because we see
in?
that joke every month,
Absolutely,
right? It'd be
yeah.
like mid-month, somebody, I pay rent, I'm in the house for the next 2 weeks
I'm
or whatever.
enjoying this.
You know what I mean? But I'm
Yes.
like, actually, that should be the biggest place
For
that we spend our
sure.
time for
Why
as
am I
much as we pay
spending
for
more
it.
money outside of where I pay my most?
That's why I don't go
expensive
nowhere.
bill?
That's
You
why I
can
don't
go
know where. I
somewhere
just
and
bought a
do
new
one of
grill.
those paint by paints, or you can do it at home with your girls. You can do it at
First
home
of
with
all,
your man.
Amazon sells a paint by numbers.
Tuh.
And I don't know the last time you did a puzzle.
Oof.
Tuh.
A good fucking time.
I'm gonna say this: if you got creative friends in your space, pay
Pay
them
them.
to create a stencil for you.
Come on. Y'all aren't
So
using
you're
your
not
network.
only going like you're not only pouring into your community, into your friends, but you're also like being able to do something
Yup.
creative for your partner.
Yup.
Like, I don't need to do all that.
I also think people don't actually know their partner beyond what they know their partner to do for them.
That's why communication is so important.
And it's like, okay, somebody like Causey, wildly versatile, right? But where somebody would miss the opportunity, there's nothing he's not into. So the opportunities are there to cater to your person,
absolutely.
to see the things that they like a lot. You know what I mean? We've talked about cooking. We both really like to cook.
Yeah.
What better gesture than to say, like, I'll make you dinner, or let's go to a cooking class.
You gotta be
Oh, can
bold
you roll
enough.
sushi? I've always wanted to roll sushi. Let's go take a
Me
sushi
too.
rolling
You gotta
Me
be
class.
too.
bold enough
Like,
to
how-
ask,
Yeah.
what do you
How
like
fun.
doing?
What's
Also-
something you suck at? We should both go suck at this together. You know what I mean? Like, I can't bowl for shit. But how fun is it if you'll admit you can't bowl either?
That part.
So go be an ass with me.
But also,
I don't want to climb no fucking rocks.
A lot of people have
But let's
this
do it. Like,
ideal
but-
about
but-
money though.
yes,
Like,
you'd
Yeah.
rather take me to
everything-
STK and show me you got it, but you
That
you don't actually got it.
I'll say too,
Like-
hobbies are a lot more expensive than they used to be. I went to a sewing class that used to be free. That shit.
Now that shit
$30.
$45.
But
I was
Yup.
like, wow.
Listen.
Talk about it.
Like just from a man perspective, men are very simple.
So
We-
what is simplicity
we are
as a
simple
date?
as
What would
hell.
what would your ideal date be?
I took a nigga to the batting
Ideal.
cage.
A woman is taking you.
Nigga
I
said
took a
tough.
nigga to the batting cage.
I would
He
do
had
that.
a fucking ball.
I would take
promise
a
you.
dude to a golfing range.
If you bought me a sleeve of golf balls and took me to the range, I'll be like, I love you.
Period.
I love you so much.
let
You're the
me
best lady I
ever
ask,
met. Like,
what is
real
your
talk.
ideal date?
I'll be like, I love you.
I shot a
What's your
text.
ideal
Listen,
date?
I shot a
Take
text
me-
one
take
night and
me-
was
take
like,
me-
"What do you
take
want for
me-
dinner? And can we play catch after dinner?"
Take me to the
That's
driving
Great
range.
night.
That's your ideal date. Driving range.
Take me to the driving range. Buy me like a little sleeve of balls, and then hell, feed me.
Listen, I have.
I love you
done-
forever.
Simple.
A lot
Simple.
of women think that because social media is so vast,
Social media is
niggas
fake.
doing things for women,
It's
they
fake.
can't do things for their man. Fuck that.
Fuck that.
I don't know if I'm
Because-
allowed to say that, but fuck,
Fuck
that.
that. No, because reciprocity is so sexy.
It's
Yeah.
so sexy.
So
and they
think
love
about
it
it,
and they
and-
want to do more for you.
Excuse me.
I've like said it before, but we can go on 10 dates,
Mm-hmm.
right? But then the moment that a woman be like, "Yo, I got you,"
I,
you're gonna stand out because we're so used to having to give.
Yeah.
my rule of thumb is if it was
And-
my idea, I got it.
Yeah.
And that just seems very simple. Like, hey, do you want to go to this pottery painting class? And you're like, I mean, sure. He don't want to do that shit, so the last thing he want to do is pay for it. Like, be so for real. And the least you can do is if it's something you want to do, make it fucking fun.
Make it fun.
Because all you really want to do is spend time together.
Yes, which is why you have to like people that like you.
Absolutely.
Because when you like someone, you know what they like, and it eliminates all the arbitrary bullshit.
Yep. All the fluff.
Yeah, because it's like, yo, you know what I like.
You know what I like.
Like,
I'm simple.
So like, stop trying to like. You don't have to get me
And I think most people be like, I'm kind of complicated. You don't even really know yourself.
Right.
You just don't know how to answer.
Because if you complicate it to yourself,
You sound dumb.
Yeah.
You sound fucking dumb. You don't even get it, but you expect me to get it.
Right.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Have fun over there.
But real quick, this is like something I just thought of, but should we replace Pride Month with Black History Month?
Replace?
Yes.
Or swap?
Swap.
No.
I think we should.
Move Pride Month to February.
Yes.
Black History to June.
Yes.
So we take Juneteenth.
Yes.
So that
And they
we
take
have
Valentine's
2
Day.
Freedom months
Yes.
in a row.
So reason why?
Oh, 2 freedom months. I like that part.
What you mean?
June to July.
Because
Our freedom, your
If
freedom.
you think about 4th of July,
Our
it's
freedom,
not
your
about
freedom.
our freedom.
We go first.
So would
freedom,
you,
your
would you
freedom.
want Juneteenth to be that month of like
Yes.
that Black history, and then we have like
That would
Juneteenth
turn
and
Juneteenth
Because-
up.
So think about it. We have a longer
Awareness.
month. First of all, a longer
awareness.
month.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Also, Juneteenth is already involved. And then for the Pride, bro, they got Valentine's Day. They would eat that shit up.
No, because love wins. That's the
They
point.
would
Truth.
eat that shit
Love
up.
wins.
So it's a win-win.
But historically, how does that affect us as a culture?
We will get used to it. I mean, it's gonna take.
I wonder why they
few
picked
years.
June. Was there any significance to?
I don't know why.
Well,
June
there
and Pride
there
Month?
are those who have been very adamant about the history of when Black slaves were actually freed, which was in that
Just the
Juneteenth
19th?
era. Yeah.
But as far as gay culture goes, though, was there a march? Was the what is that? Stockholm riots? Was that?
Oh, yeah.
Not
Was
anything
that
I'm
Stonewall?
aware
Forgive
of.
me, Stonewall. Was that
Yeah.
June?
I couldn't tell you.
I feel
Honestly.
like they could take over that February if love all.
I wonder what it
yeah,
is.
but like to me, I feel like it's
Even
a
swap
easy,
no swindle. If it's a question
I
of
feel like-
Juneteenth and Valentine's Day, trade us.
Exactly. I feel like
I
it's
think there might be more to it,
I feel like
but
it's an easy swap, and both parties win. Like both.
well,
parties
they
win.
lose 2 days.
Don't matter.
We are
Don't
marching
matter.
on
It
those
doesn't
2
because we didn't have those 2 days.
What
So
were we doing with
anyone
those
who
2
takes
days?
over in February.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Gonna miss out on those 2 days, but the
But
impact.
February is not good marching weather though.
Not to get too political.
The gays love a march.
Not to get too political, but they have been more widely accepted than us.
Oh wow, wildly.
So I feel like they can afford 2 days of being accepted more versus us who have.
Touche.
You know what I'm saying? And
because sexuality is a maskable thing.
yes, and
Can't mask color.
and it affects everyone because your CEO might be gay.
And it's not your business if he's gay.
Exactly.
But for whatever reason, it's your business that I'm black. Okay.
Hello.
Hey,
And I've been on LinkedIn, which is messy, but LinkedIn, like these corporations are really endorsing
LinkedIn.
Pride Month, right? Like
LinkedIn is corporate Facebook as far as mess goes.
Bruh.
And when you really pay attention, though,
I don't.
messy.
because you only hear from corporations during certain seasons, and then if you're listening to the right voices from some of these corporations, most people are disgruntled.
Yep.
Like LinkedIn is an interesting place. I don't think most people scroll it with the same intensity
I'll be in there just looking.
because you're looking for a job in general.
Not even looking for a job.
but
just
like
looking.
I keep an eye on other people's accomplishments because I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I got friends that do
Yeah.
cool shit. But
LinkedIn is just professional Facebook.
then you realize what companies didn't observe Pride or didn't have anything to say about Juneteenth.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, and that's telling in and of itself too.
Yep.
That's good.
But also, it's just
I'd
like,
take the trade. If we're voting, I'd take the trade.
yeah.
Feel me?
Yeah.
I literally feel like it's an even swap because, like I said, February they will eat that shit up.
They would. They would.
And I think that's a great campaign for
Because
love.
like the gay white man is at the top.
Oh, he is the pinnacle of power.
Like that nigga got bread.
The pinnacle of power.
Like you can't tell him shit.
Nope. And all he has to say is, "I'm not gay."
And the
Exactly.
month is all
Problem
about
solved.
love. Like,
I love that. If it's really about love,
if
Exactly.
it's really about
give him the love
love
month.
Yeah,
I'm all
exactly.
for it. I love Pride Month. I love throwing sexuality in people's faces that are uncomfortable with it.
Yeah.
I think it's great. I think that any man that is uncomfortable with gay pride and whatnot is probably secretly gay. Because why do you care?
For nigga, just let people be happy.
Let them be happy. And if that's not the basis of why you support Pride Month,
Yeah.
then you're weird.
It's like,
I
just-
say be happy.
Like, get the fuck on.
Fly your freak flag.
Let niggas be happy, bro. They just happy to be here.
So
Because look, if anyone that consciously chooses to tie themselves to you
Yeah.
in income, contract, responsibility, fuck it, it's for everybody.
It's like if
you
I'm
want to shackle
only
yourself to debt, go crazy.
if I'm only affiliating myself with you because it's a monetary gain, I don't
I don't
really
wanna
care about your personal well-being.
Nope.
Exactly.
And it's like that's the wrong part about it. It's like for the month of Pride, companies show, oh yeah, we stand with our LGBTQ employees, and then as soon as the month's over, it's right back to the
business usual.
bullshit.
That's
It's
Your
like
whole
nah.
board is lily white,
That's-
straight.
yeah,
I don't
that's
hear it.
everything, but it's also-
Happy Juneteenth from
Yes.
all us white men.
You feel me?
Bye, P&G.
I guess I'd be a little tight because they be real deal like 10 toes down with the support. I'm like, damn.
Oh yeah, they'll change the logo,
I'm
fly the flag.
thinking like
Juneteenth is the new Cinco de Mayo.
Word,
whoa.
word. I see that.
As far as pride goes, they real deal will change to like rainbow shit.
Yeah,
But like for Black
Oh, yeah.
History Month, they won't.
say a damn thing.
No, but for Juneteenth, they have started to put out paraphernalia and
The African
Mm-hmm.
shit.
with green, yellow, and white. Why do you think Jamaican culture colors
Tough.
are what it
Teach.
is for Black freedom,
Liberation.
African American freedom?
Hello.
It's not really the same. So it goes back to say, is this what we would really want?
That's so real.
Yeah.
That's so real. I think blackness is still such a monetary like commodity
It is.
absolutely.
that watching it like around Juneteenth and how businesses celebrate, it is quite annoying.
Imagine
is.
being
It
told,
is.
go back to where you're from, but you see the same people saying those things, dancing to the dances we've created, dancing to the music we've created, enjoying
the
the,
White
It's the
House-
statement. It's the
fashion we
statement of
created.
Juneteenth is now the new Cinco de Mayo, and that is
It
it.
is. It
That is it. If
absolutely
we
is.
had a cocktail other than like the assumed Hennessy kind of thing, but like margaritas are so universal.
It is.
Yeah.
So
they
like
are.
I'm gonna say rum punch just as something everyone likes.
Yeah.
You know, if niggas had like a rum punch on Juneteenth, and that could be the thing, I think everybody would be on board.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
mean,
That
but-
statement though is really egging me in a way.
we have to
because,
accept that Juneteenth is going to be commercialized.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
that's
it
For
is.
sure, just like Christmas and everything else.
Black
the whole
people
But-
is commercialized. Everything about
But
us
that-
is
is that
commercialized.
the
Music,
thing?
fashion, makeup.
That's the whole point.
You
I
can't,
can't
have
be the
a
commodity.
makeup line with white bitches being like, "Oh my God, you didn't go light enough. This wasn't for you, baby." So commercialism.
Somebody
It's-
get her a mic. Can she take her mic home?
Matter of fact, take it off so you can like hold it.
My God.
Take it home.
Oh, that's it. That is sleep
Take
with
it
it
off.
under your pillow.
It's just
The
a
pod
matter
fairy will
of
visit you tonight.
Fact.
Y'all niggas.
I am not
But-
here to be somebody's.
Fuck it.
I don't know what the word is called, but like somebody's like
Token.
cute mascot.
Token.
You are either going token, yes, baby. You are either going to respect my culture, respect the fact that we are here, we are doing things for you and your country.
That's it.
Or you're
Built
just
this
gonna
bitch.
remove it altogether and just deal with the fact that black people are doing what the fuck we're doing in this country.
I love it.
We're moving on.
Mm.
To move
Was
the
that
pod
your organ?
That was
along.
my organ.
Where do y'all see the future of music? Speaking on the fact of black people, but like music as far as like hip hop and
We was just talking about
CJ,
that.
if you could like take the mic off.
Just scoot it to
No,
her.
this is Causey for sure.
Yeah.
This is Causey. We was just talking about this. He has so.
But where do
Let's
y'all
hear it.
where do y'all see the future of hip hop? Because I listen to podcasts and shit like that, but like we live in an age where we can literally listen to a artist on Friday and never
Never hear 'em
revisit
again?
And
But if it's 7 p.m. Friday and it's 95 degrees,
but also too, we are of the age where we actually bought physical CDs.
I still have CDs.
You know
I
what I'm saying?
still do that.
I got Ludacris word of mouth in my car.
I bought
These
Beyonce's last CD.
vinyls.
I
We were
got,
talking about trying to get Kendra's cassette for this beef. Like, if it's good, I want it on every platform possible. Physical, streaming, whatever.
That would be so fun. I would love to see a cassette.
Oh, nigga, what? They had a whole
It was
cassette
$16.
set up for
I
the
remember
Drake disc. It was Drake and
200
Kendrick
made,
disc.
already sold out.
I
It was
remember
only $16.
$16 for a cassette.
$16.
Yep.
200 made. Is that what it was?
200,
Made.
250 cassettes made for the Drake and Kendrick beef, and it was literally a cassette, and it literally was
I'd be in the attic right now trying to find my
telling
one.
you.
nigga, bro. What? I just wanted it just
Facts.
for
Me too.
I'm
the
over here
physical
like, I
thing.
bet I got a cassette player.
I just wanted it for the physical representation of
I might have to
The
beef
history of this.
on a
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
cassette.
Sure.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
But-
I have all that shit on a burnt CD, on a notes drive. I have all of that shit as a playlist.
Yes.
But like, just having the physical representation of music,
Pencil in there.
you know, is like incredible.
where do y'all see the future though? Because
The future of
to
music,
be honest, we are in a microwave era,
yeah,
and
we've been in a microwave
When
era.
I do listen to music, I listen to my staple artists who have been there prior
That have a catalog.
streaming, right?
Yeah.
Like they actually have a catalog. Like I love Neo, I love Ludacris, Jay-Z,
You listen to artists that are legacy.
that have discography.
Yeah,
who actually have deep discography. And my prediction is that the shit ain't gonna last too much longer, but we're gonna go back to the catalogs.
it's always been about catalogs. Music industry will always be
I
about
think that-
catalog.
Okay.
At this point, because think about in the early 2010s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like in like the mid 2000s, we had, like I said, Ludacris, T.I., Jeezy, fucking Hove. We had like the pillars, but then we had Cole, Kendrick, Drake to follow.
But they understood.
After-
They understood what
They were
legacy
playing the old
was.
legend. They were playing the
You
old
feel me?
blueprint.
But
They were doing it the same way.
But the question is, who are the people following after our people?
Don Toliver.
You got Don Toliver, you got Jid.
You have
got Boss.
Don Toliver. You have Boss. You have Jid. You have Tyler the Creator.
Gambino.
You got Gambino.
Gambino.
You have
Tyler Creator's my nigga.
Yep.
But he was part of the early 2010.
I was about to say, can you give it to Tyler? Tyler's not new here.
no, but you got to give it to folks that understand longevity in music.
Okay.
Longevity in music is having a discography that allows people to return to your music
Timeless.
over time
So
because
with
they
that
want to
respect-
hear it
then
over and
come back
over
be
again.
Like, yo,
But here's that
This shit is
respect. MTV has just shown us that they can rip that from us easily. So at what point do we recognize we need a different system to crystallize our music or our good music, the things that we want to really go down in history, the things that
Yeah.
we want to be able to say, hey, here we are with X, Y, and Z with this artist.
There's a difference between MTV and artists because MTV was keeping the journalistic side of music alive, of being like, hey, these are all these interviews from the 1990s and the 2000s to keep the journalistic integrity alive. Mm-hmm. And what we're in now is music journalism isn't that.
So how do you like give that information?
You give that information
still,
now because it's now based on artists. Now it's on the artist's job to make sure that the journalism is kept. That's why you see so many artists being very strategic on who they talk to, journally wise.
Will crystallize that journalism for artists now? Streaming, vinyls, cassettes, CDs. Like, what is your take on it?
It's like,
I feel like timing is important.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Did y'all watch the Genius documentary by Kanye West?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Did I?
So we have to really understand that we are. Remember I talk about like the sports people, how we're like of age of people, but we have to understand that Kanye is a fucking legend.
I'm gonna bring it to your point.
Absolutely.
You said, is hip hop dying? Hip hop is not gonna die.
No.
Hip hop's not gonna die. Hip hop is the culture of rap. Hip hop will never die.
It's his foundation.
You feel me?
It's his foundation.
What happened to our boy, the nigga who made Horses in the Back? Oh, what's
That's
his
what
name?
I was just about to say. I can't say that hip hop can't die.
What happened
Hip hop
to
is getting completely.
Hip hop's not gonna.
Isn't dead.
Hip hop's not gonna die.
Not dead.
It's gonna be able to. Where you'll be able to see like the different genres of hip hop
Absolutely.
within hip hop. Hip hop is not gonna die.
To hip hop, then,
Yeah.
because
Absolutely.
what somebody would say is the death of hip hop. All of this pop influence and other influence. It's not true organic hip hop.
No.
Or is it just that hip hop is forever a collaborative space?
Hip hop is always a collaborative space because that's how it started. Hip hop will never die because hip hop is the popular form of music.
Life is a collaborative space.
You feel me?
Everything that we've already done is coming back.
Everything's cyclical.
So,
Yeah.
if nothing else, everything that we have already done in the hip hop space.
So then that's
is
where I'm
coming.
with Garrison. Then we're coming back to true discography, true compilation of like an actual album of work.
Yeah, music.
Not
Actually,
just a bunch
if
of
MTV
singles.
No,
has
music
already
will
shown
always
us that we
prevail.
can remove that shit.
Yeah.
We need something that's gonna actually show us that we can keep that on record. MTV just said, "Oh, we're gonna remove everything that you already knew in your past space.
Right.
Let's show you exactly what we can do." So I would want to ensure everything that we have already
Where it's tangible.
exactly.
That's what you're
But
saying.
see,
Okay.
Exactly.
when I listen back to G Unit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Gee,
but hell, even fucking
those tank tops were so fresh.
listen.
I had them.
I mean, listen.
I had
fucking
G-Unit tank tops.
Young Buck.
Yeah.
I listened to the Strata Castro album last year.
Yeah.
Nigga, that shit was bumping.
He
Yeah.
went the fuck off on that.
Yeah.
But it was quality
Yeah.
to where even the
Quality in hip hop will always prevail more than just what the hot shit is right now.
And I
Even-
think that's a matter of the culture.
Yeah.
We're always going to receive true talent, true like curation of something, even if it doesn't make it to mainstream.
Nah.
even
And that's
his,
where I think you have the power in Nipsey's, in Tolliver's, in Healthy. What's Larry June.
Larry June.
Yeah.
Hip hop will
You know what I
always
mean?
appreciate.
You don't have to make it to this like pinnacle
Nah.
of celebritydom. Like it's more so it's important that the culture
Yeah.
received you to this.
And
level.
that is where we'll go with the whole beef between Drake and Kendrick. Is Drake was more so look at the numbers of the industry, and
Yeah.
Kendrick was like, no, look at the culture of the industry. This is culture versus numbers, nigga. We don't give a fuck about your Spotify numbers. We don't give a fuck about what chart number you are. We
not
care
like
about
us.
your cultural impact.
actually
And that is
not
what
like
hip hop will
us.
always be about. Hip hop is the culture of rap music.
yeah.
Rap is the genre. Hip hop is the culture of it, of which you understand and can actually feel and tangible and be like, oh no, I've seen it grow. And that's where I will be able to say like hip hop will always succeed because we care about quality. Hip hop, you will always be able to sit down and be like, no, I love this album because I can sit back and replay it and I can feel this
Yeah,
period of
yeah.
time.
Okay.
And that's what hip hop is. Hip hop will never die because of the quality of music in which people care about. But we're in a period of time now where it is just hey, this is hot. You feel me? Yeah. I was told the whole drill scene that is going on in New York, that is called sexy drill. And that is a genre of hip hop in which people are just enjoying right now. But then we also have, you know, our hood rat shit. We have our sexy red. We have our Glorilla. We have our Lotto. We have all of this. But it's like, oh no, this is cool for the moment. But what is our actual discography talking about? What can I actually sit back? When we had the pandemic, people realized that discographies were actually building up in high percentages. People wanted to go back and listen to things that they were actually enjoying, shit that actually sat with them. They didn't want to go and hear the club record that just went up for 15 to 30 seconds. Hear the one bop. Nah, we want to hear the songs that I can actually enjoy.
Because like platforms like TikTok and Twitter and Instagram, you get famous for a 10-second snippet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you realize the whole song's not that great.
No.
They took the best song, the best part of that shit. And that's where I'm like, is hip hop not dying? Because we've completely itemized it to being whatever is popular quickly.
Yep.
But when I love this conversation, because when I'm sitting here thinking like compilation, discography, what artist do I arrive to and just hit play?
Yep.
They are all from a past season.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And that's no shade to the new kids on the block. Well, you just haven't had the tenure to put out things continuously that I would like over time. But in the same breath, I don't see the effort or the intentionality in freshman albums that say, I'm here for a long time.
There's a different perception to albums.
Yeah.
There's a different approach to albums.
Back to is compilation.
So the thing about it is, when we look back at our greats, their freshman albums, you be like, "Yo, this was your first album," because they really do have to lay it all out.
Yeah,
freshman albums went crazy.
Right? Your album was about you.
It's an introduction.
Crazy.
Yeah,
and it often was very varied.
Yeah,
in genre, like let's go to Beyonce's freshman album. All over the fucking place.
Yep.
And even if you go rap music, like Drake's first album.
Drake hates his first album.
And I love it. And most people would say they love it.
Yep.
You know, so I'm just like.
Because that was the industry standard. I really want to
go, what was Wayne's first album?
The Carter.
Even
but I'm trying to put the whole thing together and I'm just like, I don't.
But even though
I can't remember the whole thing.
Like the Carter was bumping.
And the series, the lineage that is the Carters.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think even says more than the
exactly. And niggas care more about Carter 2 than they care about Carter 3.
Okay, because I'm not crazy because I can't hear Carter 2.
Niggas love Carter 2. The way that Carter 3 is like the motherfucking magnum opus and everybody loves it. Niggas in the culture of hip hop will tell you Carter 2 is what everybody thinks Carter 3 is. And everybody will tell you that because Carter 3 was initially leaked out and the original songs from Carter 3 weren't what the Carter 3 album was.
Oh, you are absolutely fucking right.
And that's why everybody is like, oh, Carter 3, I ain't really worried about it because what originally came out was what I cared about. You feel me? And Carter 2 is actually what everybody from the culture is like, no, that's Wayne's best album.
I'm trying to think of out right now.
Yeah.
Right? This guy, like, Frank Ocean.
Yep.
Excellent.
Yep.
I'd even go as far as Ella Mai.
Yep.
She put out a couple of now.
Listen.
Vince.
So pretty much people from the 2010s.
If you look at Vince's discography, you like, I can play this back.
Tyler.
If you look at Tyler's discography, I can play it back.
Have that same effect of the early 2000s.
Yeah.
But now today people don't have that freshman album make me like
nah, because we're in a space now within industries where nobody cares about your freshman album. They care more about your singles. It's shifted from a album project to singles.
Bro, think about Lauryn Hill.
You feel me? And that's why TikTok is so major now, because TikTok is all about singles.
Think about Lauryn Hill. Like she won a fucking whatever it was, or
bro, she's still touring off of her
first
album.
Our only album, y'all.
Yeah,
it's the only one.
All she's ever done.
It was fucking heat.
But also, she's touring under a different stage name, an artist name, because she can't benefit off of her album. The reason why she's touring as Miss Lauryn Hill is because she can't benefit off of the name Lauryn Hill.
So I think if you want to double back, that's actually what Ceejay's speaking to about MTV is ownership.
Yeah.
Do you own the projects that are going to get you the most credit and connotation for your culture? I think when you think canon hip hop, for me, canon hip hop, that's when I'm like, I can't say, not that hip hop is dead, but I don't have a Pac album.
The shit with MTV,
listen,
gets
I don't
deep.
see Foxy. I'm not seeing a lot of canon hip hop.
Listen.
Canon hip hop.
No.
Show me another Blueprint. I don't see it.
That's
Even
why
the Black album. Show me another Black album. But when you talk discography, one, these artists don't have the strength for length, and that's sad. But it's talent. That's just what talent is. If you can only do this one thing, it's cool to see it one time. But that's not here. And where you get the most success is in crossover. And that concerns me for the integrity.
Working
of
in
hip-hop.
music, you can easily tell the difference between single artists
Yes.
and project artists.
Yeah.
You can tell the people that take pride in being project artists because they focus and make sure, hey, every time you're introduced to me is going to be a different
Consistent.
iteration and
Now
it's
listen.
consistent.
Okay.
A recent example was when fucking Nas and Hit Boy got together.
Yeah.
First of all, Nas is an icon. First
Hands
of all.
down.
Yeah.
But like the fact he got with Hit Boy and he literally killed his last like 4 releases.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I listened because it was Nas in general.
Yeah.
Like
But
first and foremost, but
Nas don't have an outrageous discography.
he does. Nas is the one of the
Nas
greatest.
has actually, for what he's the greatest because of what he does well.
Yes.
Lyrically and deliverance, out. Don't put your candles away.
Yep.
But discography, collection, true compilation of
Yep.
projects.
Yep.
Nas don't have that many hits.
Niggas will talk
and I'm
down
not
on
meaning
it.
hits as far as popularity,
Yeah.
but I just mean like
As a Nas fan.
I love Nas.
As a Nas
like
fan.
I love Tupac.
Yep.
But
But Hove is over there.
Hove is consistency and longevity. That's two different things. Ice Spice ain't gonna do that.
Oh, no.
Listen, but
Lotto
also,
better hurry up with another album
also-
because you're running out of time.
but
Yeah.
also we have to think about it. Our legends, we can be okay with what they put out 10+ years ago.
Yeah.
But
Like-
also, you have
it
to
was
look
that
at.
good.
Like literally, we're okay with that because it stands the test of time.
It
But
was
you have
that
to look
good.
at how the industry was back then.
Okay.
The industry was set on albums. We're signing you for albums.
We want to see projects over
Yes,
time.
we want to see you on
Oh, I see what you're
longevity.
saying. Your contract you signed was for 3 albums.
Yes.
We own you, but this is what we expect.
We
Real
expect of you as projects. And
Oh,
now we're
now
in
we
the
picked you up for
industry.
singles.
Now we're not even we picked you up for singles. Now we're in the industry of such of like we want to see how you perform. We're signing you based off performance. That's why these artists are getting signed and then they're being like, "Oh yeah, we signed this person off of a single."
But also,
You feel me? And now we brought them in to see how they perform, and that's why we're seeing all of these new age artists getting thrown on, Coachella's getting thrown on, Rolling
see
Loud
what they can
getting
do.
thrown on because their brand and everything is just based off of that one song that they were signed off of.
So now we gotta.
So now it's like, hey, can you deliver?
Okay.
On the base of, hey, we saw how this
that's
song
exciting.
performed.
But-
Can you
That's good
deliver an entire project of that?
but also it's fucked up though because with the streaming shit,
Yeah, it's extremely fucked up.
like yes, you signed, but niggas ain't making.
And that is why this whole music
Niggas ain't
industry.
making money because technically 2,500 streams
Yeah.
equals 1 stream.
But that's why this whole industry is not even 2,500 streams. It's so much more.
It's crazy to where like basically if
Nigga.
people stream your shit,
This is why I tell you,
you get a
A little bit. I mean, I knew that part, but I didn't know it was like 2,500 to
It's-
1.
it's-
niggas are not getting paid off of streams.
So basically, that's why I asked the question: is hip hop dead? Because there's no incentive to really be good. Because if 2,400 streams, you want to stream,
Right. You got to hit the road.
Bro.
Like,
We
You're
back to
only
show
getting
culture.
you're only getting money in music based off of
100,000, like-
shows,
like first week.
based off of merchandise,
Yes.
based off of sync licensing.
And see, that's why I like Larry June.
Yeah, Larry.
Because you turned what was a commodity into a clothing line.
Larry's making more money off of his
Collaborations.
merchandise than he is making his music,
than his
and that's
music.
the whole
But
point.
the fandom that is your music, much like Nip, I love you forever, even though Nip was not a profound artist. And on Crip, you're not finna come for me or Nip.
Nah.
But he was an amazing artist. He had some hits. Like my nigga was spitting that shit.
Yes.
Yeah. But you bought into the brand.
Exactly.
And that I feel like is true hip hop culture.
Exactly.
To get behind something.
Niggas buy into the brand and buy into the mindset of what the artist is
Yeah.
selling because it's I support you.
Currency. Damn.
You feel me?
I can't believe I didn't never say currency.
You feel
Sorry,
me?
Currency. Sorry,
Like,
Currency. Don't cut me
Currency
out.
is lit. Like I like.
But I
Currency.
mean, sells out shows, sells out merch, sells out anything he touches.
But you understand
But
that there's
he's
a
not
different
living for the
level.
stream.
It's a different level
He could
of
probably go to
music.
Target.
You feel me? Currency can go out and do what he needs to do, but come back home and be okay.
And be good.
But he understands, hey,
Because he owns
I'm
it.
putting out an album. Along with this album, I'm putting out merchandise. Along with this merchandise,
everything's gonna go.
you'll see me at this show. And now I know, hey, for this 6 months, I'm pushing that album. I'm pushing that product. We good. All right, I'm building my background.
And everything he makes is his.
Is his. But then you move on and now you're into a point now where music is, hey, we signed you because we saw your TikTok popping. So that means since we signed you, we need to make sure that you're performing this song and we're going to put you in front of everybody to keep performing this song so that way this keeps rolling in.
So real quick,
So-
I will ask y'all this: do y'all feel that the current artists today, do you feel like they have the longevity as the artists in yesteryear?
No.
Absolutely
No.
not.
Okay, so basically, what y'all are saying is that we're gonna keep listening to our same people.
Forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
My issue with it is more so like I listen to a girl. I'm a huge fan for vocalists.
Yeah.
Everyone knows I'm a big music head anyway. But I was listening to a girl who covered Jolene to another country song, whatever.
Yeah.
But vocally, sublime. Tone of voice, impeccable. Range, beautiful, all these things. I want to hear the album finished. I want to hear the song rather finished professionally and dubbed down, all that kind of stuff. Do I want to hear her album? No.
No.
Because nothing is original.
No.
My point is that nothing is original. Everything that comes out is a remix to or a sample from.
Yep.
And I mean everything. And it's become a game.
Yep.
It's very much become a game for people to be like, oh, this sample comes from such and such.
I noticed you from this.
But I'm annoyed with it because true hip hop, canon hip hop, was completely original. It was birthed out of a struggle. It was a story to be told, and now everyone is just redubbing it.
But not only was it
and not even well.
Not only was it a birth out of, it was a birth out of the samples that was given prior.
Yes,
You feel
true
me?
60s and 70s.
Yes.
samples.
Yep.
So
That I feel like
feel-
is a fair sample.
They're
Yeah.
using that feel though
And-
to
but you're-
project their music. To
But
project
like
their own.
you're sampling something from early 2000s
That was
that's ours.
already
Yeah,
sampled.
so-
That was a sample from the 70s.
So
Yeah.
And you're not
Wow.
even really giving the credit to the 2000s,
No.
let alone the 70s, and you don't have the cognizant history to respect what you just did.
I'm only doing this because it's familiar.
It's familiar, and that
gonna lie.
much bothers me
Yeah.
as
Hold
far
on.
as a history
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
has
goes.
such an involvement in the field.
And I mean, down to the energy of it. You don't know what's in the sample that's in the sample. You lost it.
Like
What
this nigga
is-
Prince
what
said.
you are
I ain't gonna
doing
lie.
to help with the involvement of hip hop. Like just because you can say this or do this or sample that doesn't mean that it is
What did you put
conducive
forth?
to what we are trying to do.
There's nothing new.
with the movement of what music
There's
or
nothing
hip-hop
new.
Yep.
is.
It's all regurgitated.
Yeah.
But I think like it's fun to hear Chicken Head come back.
Word.
But like,
You know, it's fun to hear.
I
But
think-
then
I
I'm
think-
like, are you gonna say featuring Project Pat?
Yeah, well, see,
No.
I think that's crazy.
That I have a
because
problem with.
We're getting older, and the fact that we're listening to samples that we listen to, we're like, nigga, this shit came out in our lifetime.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
And that was the difference, right? We was sampling the 2000s with shit from the 70s. That was
Exactly.
30 years back. It's fucking me up. We can go 30 years back and it be 2000.
Yeah.
Word.
That's what cognitively I'm not comprehending. It's
Bruh.
like, stop sampling my
Bruh.
shit because it
Bruh.
feels like yesterday to me.
Music
but
is
it's really 30 years
It's
ago.
repetitive.
Right.
The cycle is still continuing, so we
People-
just sound like our parents.
This shit is repetitive.
People sampling Hot in Here.
Yeah.
Yes, that kind of shit. I'm just like, hold on, bitch, that ain't old.
This shit is
But it
repetitive.
is.
This shit is
What we are
repetitive.
is about a cap to samples, like a limit.
That's what music is.
Yeah, where's the statute of limit on that? Yeah.
On like 10 years. If it's been 10 years at this song or this
Now we
production
remixing it.
is doing
think
it, like
about
you can't
think
do
about Kanye
anything
West
with
and
that.
Jamie Foxx. Are you going up? Nigga, that was fucking Luther
Are you home?
in 04.
Yeah. That's the whole point. Hip hop culture is sampling culture.
Peasy,
2 million up.
2 Million Up is a sample from that one track.
Yeah.
And that's
Right.
a new track.
Hip hop
That's crazy.
culture is just
Samples
sampling
from samples.
culture.
It's just sampling.
Hip hop
Samples
culture
from
is
samples.
literally taking some. It's literally soul food. Hip hop is soul food. Give us the scraps of what you didn't care about,
That was chill.
and we will make this shit incredible.
We'll cook it again.
And that is what hip hop is.
That's-
I'm literally taking the samples from a song y'all didn't care about, and I'm making this shit great again. That is all hip hop is, and it is a gurgitative state of 10 to 15 years every single time. Prince said it. We are going to get to a point where we are sampling the sample of the sample. And that is all hip hop is I'm going to take familiarity and I'm going to make sure that y'all can actually enjoy this shit 10 years down the line. Coi Leroy is doing it. Lotto's doing it. Everybody is doing it. That is what hip hop is.
That was pissing me off as a growing adult, being like, damn, it's a sample of a sample of a sample. Where's the creativity?
Exactly.
But from someone that I actually respect and admire as a musician, being a musician, as a true artist, I have to shut the fuck up.
No.
You called the spade a spade. Like, I'm complaining about something that a actual participant in this has already called.
I actually disagree.
Oh, I want to hear it new.
And that's why
I want to hear it new.
Because there are some people here who have that new feel, but because samples are so hot right now, nobody knows how to navigate the newness.
You're going to hear that newness, and you're going to hear that newness from artists that are pushing the status quo. And you're going to hear that newness from artists like Tyler, the Creator. You're going to hear that newness from artists like Don Toliver. You're gonna hear that from artists like Childish Gambino. You're gonna hear that from artists that like not even Jay Electronica, because Jay Electronica isn't an album artist. You feel me?
Would you say that?
The last album Jay Electronica put out was with Jay-Z. Before that,
you know what, I didn't love that.
Exactly. And before that, it was that was his first debut album. It was because it was with Hove, and even then people were upset because damn, this is Jay Electronica's first debut album and it's got Hoves on it. Like, nigga, I want to hear from you.
I was just hearing single Jay Electronica.
Nah, Jay Electronica is a single artist.
Jay Electronica call out of smoke.
You feel me? We're talking about, you want to enjoy music for what it is, bro. You have to find the artists that take it and build upon itself. Tyler, the Creator, is an artist that literally, if you go back to Bastard, this has been the same Tyler. It's just been a more refined, more polished, more clean, more actual thing.
See,
you feel Kanye is the same shit.
Listen, I fuck with Tyler from Flower Boy on up.
You feel me? But did you listen to Bastard?
I'm about to say, you didn't go back to Bastard, though.
I have.
You feel me?
Yeah,
you got to go back
to notice the change. But from Flower Boy was a shift.
You feel me? But if you go all the way back to Tyler's Bastard, you'll still hear the same synth. You'll still hear the same synth progression that is in Bastard, that is in Flower Boy, that is in Igor, that is in Call Me If You Get Lost. It's literally the same shit. Tyler wouldn't be Flower Boy Tyler if he didn't do Bastard and Goblin.
So that's what I appreciate more so than anything else, is I want to see an artist progress.
That's it.
I've been a fan of you at this genre, grow like Adele.
Yeah.
And me and Adele are at like the same age. So every time she puts out an album, we're at the same point in life, and it speaks to my life.
Yeah.
So
grow up with me.
You're growing with that artist. Yeah.
Space.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at Tyler's progression. Kanye has gone with me through a lot of versions, and I can appreciate that. But that's my problem, is like, I don't see anyone showing up
like that.
New. You show up with something as a remix. You've already got your sample.
I'll give you an artist.
Shows up new.
I'll give you an artist that shows up new, and every project they completely shatter the project before them.
Who?
Little Sims.
I'd have to go visit.
Exactly.
I'd have to go visit earlier projects.
Exactly.
I only have the
you get a chance to go listen to Lil Sims, and this is a UK artist.
I'm about to say, that's the UK kid, right?
Yeah, and Lil Sims has been around for a minute, but she didn't blow up until she went on a tour with Gorillaz, and everybody was like, "Who the fuck is this?" Yeah, right? But Lil Sims is an artist that each project it gets bigger and better because she understands projects are what hip hop cares about.
Okay, I'm about to say, I only know A Curious Tales of Trials and Persons.
Oh no, you got to go back to Wonderland, and then Wonderland,
that's the earliest one I
and
know.
then from Wonderland in the gray area, and then everything that she built, and you'll see the progression of Little Sims of being like, oh, she's snapping.
Abisolo,
Yep.
Abidaula, Uchika.
Young Simbi, you feel me? And I saw Simbi perform when she was an opener for Pro Era. I watched her perform in a New York club opening for Joey Badass. You feel me?
Damn, where's Joey?
Joey is chilling because Joey's like, look, I make my music, but I'm also getting into this acting bag. And I understand that acting can take me farther than my music.
Shout out
but I
Ice-T.
still love music. You feel me? But it's like, you'll see artists in this shit.
Ice-T he never gets enough credit.
Yeah.
True.
You feel me?
True.
Niggas will understand, hey, music can only take me so
I'm
far.
wrong. Okay, so Curious Tales was first. Stillness in Wonderland is after that.
Yep.
Wow.
I missed Stillness in Wonderland.
Stillness in Wonderland is the album where it's like you're gonna be like, fuck.
And then I missed Gray Area too, because I didn't hear anything until Be Sometimes
Lil
Lil
Sims?
Sims.
She's a UK artist, but she's been blowing
Can we
up.
just, and not even to shift it too bad, but can we just give a little bit of a nod to the UK drive of hip hop?
Absolutely.
And in saying that, I more so mean to give flowers to continental Africa
Oh, absolutely.
and Afro beats in general.
Absolutely.
I'm so proud of what
If
they're
you
doing.
pay attention to UK
And the
grime,
black kids out of UK though,
Yeah.
that are like, they have the gift that we do not, having grown up on this shore.
yeah.
Is that they still have a bit of their plug to the vine.
Yep.
And we're having to recreate. So a lot of what I'm asking you to do is to create something out of no history.
But have
and
you
I understand
peeped
that
now?
that's selfish because American black music it's ours. We had to create it literally from nothing. These kids have continental history.
Yep.
They still have connection and their sound represents it. I just think that's dope.
But now there's a connection now with American hip hop and UK hip hop.
I think that's cool.
Because of Kendrick. So now you
Would you
have
give that to
kids.
Kendrick?
No, absolutely. And this is what I'm telling you. It's like now you're seeing footage of kids from Africa
Get some
dressing
shit.
like niggas from LA and NY because they feel the connection to Kendrick and not like us.
I don't know. I would prop him.
You
to
feel
open
me?
in the door, but I wouldn't say like I would give him props.
No.
I can't give it to the West Coast.
I literally watched
No,
a video
not to say
today.
that he is
Of the
not
history.
a-
I literally watched
he
a
is not-
video
he-
today.
He is not a huge.
We not got no
reason.
Kendrick hate on this podcast.
Oh, I am.
It
We're
is
not-
not. I
wait.
love Kendrick.
I was never a
It is
Kendrick
not
fan.
to say that he is not a huge reason,
Yeah.
but it's like
beg your pardon?
imagine there are kids
Coming
who
up.
have been
I
trying
beg
to
your
do
pardon?
this.
Yeah.
So like
Who
you
might
didn't
Kendrick open
you
the
didn't
door
swim in
for?
alcohol.
Before this beef, I was a huge fan of what Project 80.
Section 80.
Section 80. I said Project 80. Section 80.
Yeah, 'cause
That
undergrad.
Kendrick.
Yeah, okay, undergrad.
That was my guy.
Yeah.
What about Good Kid, Mad City?
I'm not mad at it. I played it and was in awe of the project
Bitch, don't come my vibe.
and the compilation, but it was not an immediate thing I revisited.
Yeah.
What?
It wasn't. It just wasn't.
That's
I think
how
he's
people-
lyrically amazing.
That's how a lot of
I
people
was a
felt
fan.
about the Pimp a Butterfly.
Exactly.
But yes, and then when he
Those
showed up,
both
but
like one
watching
great
him
album.
show up in this space,
Yeah.
very proud. Immediately had no question about where my
For
allegiance
the
lies.
culture.
For the culture. But as far as fandom goes, and I'm never hesitant to say that I was never a kid.
And that's what this whole beef
I think
was.
he's solid. Like,
this
he got
whole
hit.
beef,
Amazing.
But I was never like Kendrick.
this
That
whole
wasn't my
beef
guy.
was culture versus industry. That's what this whole beef was.
and support.
But that's what I bring it back to the whole like Kendrick having culture and being to affect these African kids and UK kids and like that. Like I literally watched a video today watching kids from Africa outside of their huts wearing puffer jackets,
Because
with
Kendrick-
wearing red bandanas and wearing jeans and Converses saying not like us because of culture
I like it.
and making them feel like I am a part. You feel me?
You think the West gonna let you disrespect Pop, nigga?
Now, when he stood on that,
Nigga, we just watched it before we
I
came
was very
here.
much like, you win. You
It
win.
was lit
You win.
about
know.
it.
You
Like,
win.
No, but real talk though, when that song drops today, it sounded like it just dropped yesterday.
It's a cultural
Bruh,
song.
Like niggas really be like,
He cooked for that.
That's what this whole beef
Like,
is.
niggas
the
be just
crazy
like,
thing is, there are kids out here
Turn the mic,
who are
baby.
tweeting.
Oh, yeah.
There are kids out here who are tweeting about like, oh, y'all still on this? Somebody, what was the
You can
tweet?
never
Justin?
comprehend what this means
it
to
was
us.
something
This-
about-
But that goes to longevity because honestly,
Right here is our
not
swag.
like us is gonna play 5 years later.
They said
Not
if
even
you
5
were
years.
in the
10
Macarena
years later.
era, then this would piss you off.
This beef,
We played
literally the
Man,
basis,
like,
the basis of this
replay.
beef is culture versus industry.
Yep.
That is what the whole base of this beef is about. Nigga, I have the whole West Coast behind me. You have the industry behind you. I don't give a fuck about the industry ties. I give a fuck about actually standing 10 toes down for the people that actually instilled
here.
in me.
Right.
And that's what this whole beef is about. You don't have culture. I have culture. I have the whole state of California
I got the
behind me.
region.
The
The
whole
West.
West Coast region
Because
behind
there's
me.
people in the West that vie for the West that don't live in the West.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, it's
Nigga,
niggas that are beholden
what the
to
fuck can
West Coast
Toronto,
hip-hop.
Canada tell me about
Not
Los
about
Angeles,
hip-hop.
California?
Not about hip-hop. Be
What
quiet.
can Compton tell me about Los Angeles? Like, what can this really stand on? And that's what this whole beef has been about, nigga. I have a culture to stand on.
Yeah.
You have just an idea to stand on.
You got
you're maneuvering through this shit.
You're standing on the cool.
Yeah, you're standing on the cool of, nigga, you can buy my culture. No, nigga, you can't buy this.
Ooh, this ain't for sale.
You feel me?
Too, like, this beef really made you think, like, yo, how did Drake even become who he is?
Who he is.
The industry.
Because he's a Canadian Jewish man.
I was about to say, he's a science
But that's
project.
why he became who he is, because he's a Canadian
I was about to say,
Jewish man.
because he can. And he has that amount of, what is that word?
It's
not
not
pretension.
cool. It's like,
It's entitlement.
that's
There's the word. It's
and that's
entitlement. And you're not like us.
Hey, I have to tell y'all about me dancing on stage at a Bryson Tiller concert. When this song
At a
came
Bryson
on.
Tiller concert.
Nigga
What's
said,
up with these
nigga said, hey, bro,
jabroni-ass
if you
niggas?
gonna do this shit off to the side, jabroni.
Jabroni?
Yeah.
Can we just talk the small things?
And this nigga said,
Bitch. I said jabroni.
this nigga said, what's up with these niggas trying to see Compton? Like, what's up with these niggas trying to come at an entire city?
I played this shit at the pool. Me and Mike
You feel
popped
me?
out and showed niggas.
You're gonna go in it. Hey,
I heard you like him young.
like this whole thing is literally,
Nasty.
nah, nigga, this is the
Nasty.
culture versus you. And I need you to understand that.
I liked it because he really came at the core and the character
Of
the
Drake.
man.
And that's what it is.
And I think like for the efforts to discredit
Yeah.
Kendrick, there's not enough dirt.
No, it's literally like, nah,
Like,
nigga, I
I'm not
don't
working
like
with
you.
that.
And these are the reasons why I don't like you. For the past 10 years, I've been telling you why I don't like you. And I'm going to list them. And this is why this shit is taking off how it is. It's like, no, bro, I really don't like you. And this is why. Because you out here making our culture look like it's a fucking joke.
Watering it down.
You feel me? Nigga, just because you
And
got
then some
money.
of that- hold on, let me teach you something.
Yeah, let me
Like,
tell you,
oh,
like, you're
listen,
early out here fucking our
It
shit
also
up.
goes back to just like longevity, because like you hear his song, but then when you break down the lyrics, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, wait, you said this? Because, you know, he said OVO is the other vaginal option. You like,
No,
oh, shit.
I had to get a pen. I went back to the beginning and went like song for
Down
song
with
because there were so many references to
Yeah.
things that I'm like, I don't really get into celebrity lifestyles.
And
This shit has been
I
brewing.
don't see who was Kendrick's manager that they're saying she slept. I'm like, who are we talking about?
This shit been brewing for the past 12 years.
even-
Right. This is not new beef.
Nah.
You didn't hit me like with your shopping cart.
But this has just been the
not
most
new.
direct that it's ever been.
I've been mad.
Yeah, nigga, I've been hating you.
Even his cadence is just like so.
It's
initially,
nasty.
Initially, it's like Earl Stevenson, E40.
Okay.
Like he has
West
the
Coast,
whole
West Coast.
like West
Wah,
Coast
wah,
bop,
wah,
but
wah,
like
wah.
he just fucking.
The versatility is all in it.
Nigga, I don't like you. This is the reason why I don't like you. And I'm going to tell you over and over again why I don't like you.
Countless word plays and connections and subtleties that if you're not keeping up, I slaughtered you 3 times over and you're still stuck on the first bar.
Yeah.
And I mean, I had to play it so many times because
That
I'm
nigga
like, I'm
said-
still offended at jabroni.
Yeah.
You just got started.
Yeah.
Like,
said, you got options. It's so many options. Like, let's break that down.
it's just
Right.
the lines throughout the whole beef, because you can go back to like the Euphoria tracks. There's some subtleties in all of it.
Oh, Euphoria
All of it.
killed them.
It's the way this last
From
track
the
was
get-go.
just so absurdly nasty, and then everybody just had so much
Yeah,
fun.
because
with
it's like,
it.
nigga, I'm singing around with your demise.
But there were other beefs and other statements and other tracks that should have been like way more like, hey guys, it's called
Not like us.
Farrakhan.
Not like
Have
us
to
was
sit
just
down.
our new age hit 'em up. Because it's literally, nigga, I can dance along with talking shit about
That's it.
somebody.
It is. It's hit them up.
And that's what it is. It's like, nigga, I can
have fun.
I can have
I'm
fun.
having fun with
And
your
I'm
demise.
I'm literally like literally the pop out concert was us watching an entire state dance on a nigga's grave.
And it is
You know,
good.
I mean, did he even give it a stream? 'Cause
You
I'm
feel
like,
me?
If you
He
watched
did.
it, if you watched
He
your
did.
own demise,
What?
I thank you.
Nigga, and he's
And
getting
also-
replay value from it because it's on
Also-
YouTube.
Also,
You know what I'm saying? Did Drake watch it?
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
And that
how
nigga
great.
was sitting there watching
Imagine
it
sitting
like,
at your house with your champagne, and you was like,
nigga was like,
So-
fuck.
Nigga popped out and
It's
showed
a
me.
different night.
Yeah.
but also
That was
it's
the
like-
whole purpose of this shit.
And it was on Juneteenth.
Yeah.
But also it was just good to
the
see.
blackest shit ever.
It's just good to see like
That was the whole point of this shit.
having artistry and it like it happened in that moment, but it's gonna have longevity. Because I'm telling you, 5 years from now we're gonna play this shit. We're gonna be like,
Hey.
Bruh, I'm gonna tell y'all.
Like, we gonna be dancing to this shit.
I'm gonna
It's
tell
a good
y'all,
song for sure.
as a nigga that works in this shit, the whole point of the music industry is how much can you squeeze out of it.
Yeah. I can
All
see
right, if you have a moment, how much can you squeeze out of this
that.
shit?
15 got to be 16.
You feel me?
Make it work.
I'm trying to make $1 out of 15.
Yeah, this nigga literally was like, all right, cool. If you look back at this beef, this beef has started back. This beef has started back years ago.
Oh man, you know what I'm saying?
Little bit of this, little bit of that.
A little bit of this.
Whole lot of nothing.
A whole lot of that
Yep.
type of shit.
That nigga kicked that bitch off with like that and was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna wait to see how this shit goes. He kicked that bitch off with like that, and then that shit, went on. And he was like, cool, I'm gonna let him get
He
his
took
shit
his
off.
time.
He took his time and he said, all right, cool, Euphoria. Then Euphoria came. And he was like, bet,
Euphoria
I'm just
was
gonna
really like
continue
the
to
devil
milk this shit out.
No, I'm saying.
Like honestly,
And it
Euphoria
was
like
beautiful.
Yeah.
The bitch was overtures. Call a space. This is my favorite thing that Kanye
This
does.
nigga
Every
did-
single is an overture.
Yeah.
There's several different segments within the track. That Euphoria, as a piece of art,
Yeah.
come on.
Nigga literally was like, hey,
Teddy
boom.
P.
Come on.
Teddy P. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I
Come
don't
on.
think niggas really know. And that's why I was just like, hello, do I hear this one? Nobody
No.
heard this one?
But see, young niggas ain't gonna appreciate the Teddy P.
And I felt old as hell because I was like, that's Teddy.
Dun-dun.
You shouldn't feel old as hell. You should feel privileged to know exactly what the
To
fuck is
really
going
be able
on.
to
Right,
appreciate.
Right, because them
The
young
depth.
niggas should feel like
Like
I
young
feel
as
like-
hell to not know what's going on.
Like, listening to that track was like the first time I really had a good red wine. And I was like, I'm an old bitch now.
dissing a nigga
I know.
to like Teddy P is like
I know now.
like
Teddy
crazy
big
shit.
nasty. He did it over to Teddy.
Not even Teddy and then Al
Like
Green.
Teddy.
I can't.
And then not only for Teddy and Al Green back to back, but then literally be like, oh yeah, these niggas did an album together called Back to Back Classics. You feel me?
the subtleties.
Yeah, like that's what I'm telling
That's what
y'all.
I
Is like
mean.
that's
The
why this shit is-
intentionality and the intelligence that Kendrick
Yeah.
has showed in this beef.
Yeah,
It's not just beef.
yeah.
And then
It was really a flex.
nigga, I hate you,
just to
And I
wrap it up,
hate you
too,
on the culture.
and this is why I hate
that
just to wrap it
Come
up.
on.
That's
like,
why I kept telling folks,
Kendrick-
bruh.
Kendrick-
If you
listen it. It's
if you
more than just like you're light skinned and you're bougie. I
if
don't
you've
like
been
that.
listening
Like,
to
it's
this
not
shit,
like that.
you literally hear the anger in this nigga's
No,
voice
the true animosity
of like,
Yes.
nigga, no, I
And
don't
it's not
like
from
you.
it's
This is
not
why.
from a surface level though.
No.
we talk.
That shit was so fucking funny.
Is the
that
race?
shit?
Yeah.
Is it the race?
What is
It's like, nah, nigga,
Damn.
you've been
But,
pissing me
like-
off for years. This is why.
It's true disdain.
Yeah.
It's like,
And
this
that's
nigga don't like him.
yeah, nigga, I fucked your bitch. Like, this is good beef.
And then Drake came back like, I feel like, no, nigga, you taking this shit too light.
oh my god, good times.
That's why I enjoyed it, because it literally was, no, for this time period, I'm going to be very direct.
Yeah.
Fuck the subs, fuck the side eyeing,
But so
fuck all of
well
that.
written.
Exactly.
And even then
He
to
was
say that part, I'm
creative.
just like,
He was creative.
yeah, you were subtle, but you were so subtle. In fact, I think most niggas got hit and didn't know.
Exactly.
I got hit and
Exactly.
didn't know.
Exactly.
Like, I'm just steady bleeding. Like, wait, Kendrick, not me too.
Exactly.
I didn't.
That nigga said, fuck the whole industry that fucks with you.
Like, oh wow.
Nigga, I'm by myself. I don't
I'm
care.
enjoying it because this is the first time in the last few years that I've seen true lyricism come back in a like beyond rap battle.
Yeah.
You know, of just niggas in a huddle.
And that's why I will tell you, hip hop is not dead. It'll
Touche.
never die. It'll never die.
I love that.
Fuck Questlove. Him saying hip hop is dead. Nah, nigga. That shit is nowhere near death.
Couldn't be.
You feel me?
Yeah, but on the same note, shout out to Q-Tip, because that's my nigga.
Q-Tip. Another nigga that don't get his flowers like he should.
Hey, Q-Tip is born a
Another
day.
nigga that be flexing in the acting realm.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Q-Tip,
Come on.
Q-Tip-
Ice-T, Q-Tip.
Q-Tip is
Quit
born
playing.
a day after me.
Really?
So shout
He's a spring baby.
Okay, look
Me
at
and
you.
Kanye back to bed.
April 10th
June 8th and June 9th.
Me
What up,
and DJ
baby?
Khaled
April
got the
9th.
same birthday.
type shit.
Me and
For real?
Khaled, yeah.
I can
Go
see that
golfing.
because you number one.
Down the
Yeah.
middle.
You feel
totally
me?
see that.
I'm the
You really
opposite
are
side
the
of
best.
Khaled. You feel me?
You really are the best.
I don't walk around and yell at niggas all the time.
You don't have to. We yell
Nah.
at you.
Exactly.
But anywho,
You ever been any place in public with Causey? All you hear is Causey!
right. But thanks for joining. This was a great pod. Like, this is a little longer, but guess what? Y'all gonna listen.
We got all day.
I ain't
And
even
you
get to
too,
the
bitch.
end. He ain't even get to the last
Go to
part.
work.
Yeah.
You listen to us. Look, we carried you from 8 to lunch.
He completely
Be
skipped the
grateful.
last part too.
Hello.
That's the
What's
best
up?
part.
Yeah, like I had to. Well, it was the agent gracefully topic.
Man,
but,
get your castor oil pack. You'll grow up well.
hey, listen.
Oh yeah, that. No.
Don't go to bed without washing your face. Do your oil pulling. save your dental health immensely,
Take
lower your
vitamins
cortisol.
and minerals.
And also,
Nigga, I'm in the recording academy. Fuck you talking about.
Hey, Causey got a Grammy.
I didn't get a Grammy.
It's a Grammy. We're saying that Causey got
He
it.
has
We don't
two
give-
I didn't get a Grammy.
2
Shit.
Emmys.
2 Emmys, 2 Grammys, 45
No,
Oscars.
that's-
I
fact,
didn't-
fact, fact.
He's
I
awarded.
didn't get a Grammy.
Before
This
we
is
end,
Garrison right
alright,
here. I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this.
Tell us about your recent Academy shit.
Yeah, tell us. Give us the true details. We'll
Yeah.
stop gassing it up. Causey, what did you accomplish this week
because
Bruh.
on behalf of the Academy?
I
Awards?
didn't get a Grammy, but I did work on the project with the AOB that got a Grammy. But this recent accomplishment was I am now a professional voting member of the Recording Academy. And that shit took 2 to 3 years. You feel me? But it's literally now
I would like to cast my vote.
now I am a voting
To the
member
divorce.
of the Academy.
Okay, so like, could you really break that down? Like, what does that mean?
So this has been a goal of mine for 2 to 3 years, and literally every single time that the window opens to become a voting member, I always just missed it because I was just busy with shit and I forgot. So this time I finally was able to put my ballot in, and I had recommendations from people that were already voting members to aid me and allow me to get in. So that's where I got added.
How many voting members are in the Academy?
You had it's over 20,000 people.
Wow.
What, how many?
There's over 20,000 people that are as members for the Academy, but I had to be recommended by 2 members that were already in it to be added. And so when I was added, now I'm able to cast my vote in certain areas. So I'm actually able to vote for pop, R&B, rap, country, gospel, and spoken word. So
Nice.
any of those that are up for consideration for a Grammy, I'm able to vote. But what people don't know about is, nigga, you have to pay dues.
Right, I see that.
You
here.
feel me? You have to pay dues to be a member
3-year
of the
membership.
Academy as a whole, but also for your chapter that you represent. So for the Nashville chapter I represent, I also have to pay dues for it. But I'm able to attend the Grammys. I'm able to vote and add and make sure that my voice is heard for the Grammys. And that was it.
All right, so for clarification, the Grammys is comprised of
Niggas that vote.
different chapters nationally.
Yes.
That collectively attribute to the national vote for who wins Grammys.
Yes.
Every city, or not every city, every state has their own group of these. It's about
Caucus.
14,000 members at present.
Yes.
3,000 of which are people like Causey.
Yes.
Local members, whatever. It's about a couple $100 in dues that is paid, but it is quite the accomplishment. They boast well over like $100,000 or 100,000 members requesting to be a part of this, and they only accept a limited number, having to have nominations and representing a certain amount of success and demographic.
Yes.
So this is no small feat, and we are super proud of all the local kids that have put on and made this. AB got him a Grammy. His lady got him a Grammy. But very few people, as much as the award itself is an accomplishment, to be a voting member says more, apparently, about your statue amongst the industry than it is to just receive the honor. So double kudos, because that means we care about your input, your insight, and your taste.
I love y'all.
So I for one, wouldn't put out an album without Causey. But, I don't rap.
Yo,
You feel me?
like this is major. Like the fact that
big.
you are a HBCU graduate
Talk that shit.
You feel me?
fact,
Big Tiger.
from Tennessee State University.
You feel me?
T is for Tennessee. STATE. University.
S-U. Hey.
The fact that you are part of the academy. So
That's
like,
big.
so matter of fact, you were in the inside rooms
You are.
Yeah.
to where the real shit happened.
But I was on there. I was helping with the project when the AOB was going up for the Grammy.
Shout out to
So I was helping on that side. You feel me? And when they won that Grammy, it was just like, all right,
out,
bet
Barry.
we in here. But now I'm actually a voting member. Before I couldn't vote.
Did they send you
To
a letter?
help with that.
How do you find out?
So like I actually found out I filled out for this I filled my application out for this months ago. And then I found out, what are we in
end of July now.
end of
June. Yeah.
June. I found out literally early morning in June, because it was like you had to have it turned in by May. And then there was nothing else. And then I just got an email where it was like, congratulations, you've been accepted as a member of the academy, la, la, la. And it was,
do not reply to this email.
yeah, they were like, do not reply to this email, but go ahead and accept. You have to accept by this certain time period to make sure that it's actually liable. Okay. So then I had to go ahead. Like I got that email early in the morning. I was working out. I was like, all right, I'm going to keep working out. And then I finished and I went and did all my application and finished that shit and paid my dues. But it literally was like I applied last year. And didn't hear back until
shit coming like global entry.
Yeah, like it literally is like you apply and you don't hear shit else.
Am I in? Am I out?
Yep. Well, and then next thing you know, you're gonna get an email and it's like congratulations, and that was it. And that was it.
Shout out to you, but real talk.
Ding 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 ding.
Ding ding ding.
All the glasses are tipping. All the glasses.
You like literally come from us.
You come from us.
I come from y'all.
In the greatest
you
band.
You are like us.
Land.
Yep.
You are like us.
I am.
Who got the best in the land?
Huh. TSU.
And guess what?
You feel me?
We're out here determining fucking Grammys.
You feel me?
What the fuck are we doing?
What the fuck are we doing?
I got 2 Emmys.
We doing it.
Now I'm trying to come for a Grammy.
Yeah.
I got 2 Emmys. Now I'm trying to come for a Grammy. Niggas already like EGOT.
Wait, excuse me?
He's got an EGOT.
I got 2 Emmys.
Like already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where?
I got 2 Emmys from working on Titans projects.
Yeah.
And I got 2 daytime Emmys from working on Titans productions.
Hey man, can I get like your autograph now?
I mean, nigga, I know you. I love you.
Actually.
Or pictures.
I need more pictures together.
Well, actually, yeah.
I don't want people to be like, oh, you know him? I've never seen him on your Instagram.
Calm down.
Like.
But anywho, thanks for joining. This is a 3-hour pod, but guess what? Y'all gonna listen.
Trace
a 3-hour pod.
Y'all are gonna listen because this shit is compelling.
Because it's heat.
But until next time, unless y'all want to share y'all social medias.
Oh, ain't nothing changed. It's still my fiasco.
Y'all know me.
You can't find me from there. I blocked your ass.
I'm just _C. I'm Ceejay.
Don't follow her.
Oh.
Follow her now. I'm a fan. You should be a fan too.
Bye, y'all. Until next time, we out.
Love you. Bye.
Peace.
Bye.